never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats would tell lies that they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Monday? We are back again to Get Boxing is Just Do. I hope all y'all had a good weekend. I hope everybody enjoying their Monday so far. Hope y'all ready to build on this good boxing. Salute to the fam. Y'all smash the like button on the way in. If y'all catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on, all the good stuff. And come rock out with your boy. How y'all feeling today? Let me say what's up to the family. Gianni Legion in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Peace and blessings to the queen, Miss Joette. All things cash, crypto in the building. What's good, my bro? Big Dog Willie putting that color in the chat early. What's good with it, bro? He said, Bill Haney said, with Devin move up to 147 pounds, his power is on the same level as Hitman Hearns about an hour ago. Wow. He really said that? I mean, sheesh, man. That's a lot, man. I mean, Tommy Hearns really could punch. Make no mistake about it. He was
and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my guy, Big Dog Willie. I mean, for me, bro, my thoughts on it is, look, I think punchers are born. You get what I'm saying? I don't think I don't believe in too much making guys punchers, right? I just think, it's a possibility, just like 140, right? If you just look at the one fight he had so far, 140, it looked like, not that he's punching so much harder, but he looked like he could sting you, right? And I think the same thing could be said for 47. I think if he was to go up there, maybe he, his body might fill out. He might be healthy there. He might be able to sting you up there. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to y'all. But I don't think at no point in his career is he going to all of a sudden just be a puncher. Hitman Hearns, I think that's just his pops being his pops, promoting the hell out of his son, as he's supposed to. But for the ones that really pay attention, I don't see him punching like that. But I could see him punching, you know, just being a bit stronger as he go up there and weight, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he'll ever be a puncher. And it's all good, you know what I mean? He been winning without being a pure puncher, you get what I'm saying? Naeem, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Yes, now I'm gonna lie, I appreciate you, bro. Mike Kirkland, my bro, was good with it. Salute the big dog Willie putting that color in the chat. Much love, bro. Mike Kirkland, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Lonnie Lee, JBT in the building. Mike White in the building. What's good, family? Thomas Hill was good, bro. But Marcus, my guy, was good with it, bro. How y'all feeling? Shout out to the family, man. J Bean Boxing and Batting was good, fam. Cheap Wildfire in the building. Don't mess with Texas in the building. Man, hold on. I'm tripping out. Salute to the queen. First one in the building. Tanya Van Charles Williams Jr., channel member and always supporting the grind. Much love and appreciation to the queen. Pardon me. Hi, mistress. Salute to you. Hope you feeling well over there as well, queen. Don Shada in the building. What's good, bro? Teach was good with it, Bill. He changed the price of boxing in Mexico. And so is the Saudi doing the same thing? Today's prices and yesterday's price. This is the money game. I did hear about Bill Haney doing some good over there in Mexico, being the reason that guys get paid more money, being the B side of things. And I could respect that. That's something I meant to touch on that. I thought that was something that was dope for boxing, that, you know, he made it so that, simply put, guys just get paid more. And that's something that people don't speak about. You know what I mean? We hear a lot of this. He don't touch on things like that, and probably for his own reasons. But I think that's something that people could truly get behind and respect. Angel Diaz in the building was good with it, fam. Haven't been 135 since 10th grade high school. He should go to a weight where he feels good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Melanin Queen in the building. How you feeling, Queen? Angel Diaz. I got him. Angel Diaz, Cozy Boy Vaughn in the building. Fight game was good, bro. How you feeling? P. Hunter in the building. Look, most KO artists was KOing people from day one, not from damn near 10 years into their career. Yeah, I don't think at no point, he'll just become this puncher, but I think he still can sting guys and get their respect. And I think that's what's most important. Like, you know, the power and the knockouts and stuff, that's for the entertainment factor. That's for, you know, if you want to sell tickets, that'd be something that he would be looking to do. But in terms of just winning and winning fights, as long as you're able to get the respect of your guy, the opponent you in there with, you all right. You get what I'm saying? You got to be able to get the respect of your guy, though. You know what I'm saying? Knockouts, that's something different. You know what I mean? Like I said, punches are born, I believe. Darryl McKinney in the building. How you feeling, family? Good to see you in the building. Yeah, the Saudis, I mean, look, they're offering money. They throwing that bread around, but I just feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like a short-term situation for me. I just don't know if that's the fix. You know what I'm saying? It's cool that they're attempting to bring us fights, but or put fights on that people want to see. But we have to see how that stuff materializes moving forward, man. I just don't know. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother, what's good with it, A1? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building. Yeah, that's just what it is. But man, I mean, you know, money does seem to fix some things, right? But again, I just don't think, you know, long term, I just want to see what it look like. You get what I'm saying? Are they really in it to put on the best shows possible, or what's the case? Like, I still got my reservations, but so far we seeing what they're doing. I mean, I'm not complaining. You put on fights that I want to see, I'm not mad at it. You get what I'm saying? Aisha, peace and blessings to the queen. How you feeling today? Glad. That's what I like to hear. You doing well. That's what I like to hear. It's time for people to just do. That's what Saudi doing for us boxers. Hey, look, man, look. Whenever you, whenever you are providing a platform, you are an entity that's providing a platform in which people could get paid. I'm never against that. You get what I'm saying? I just want to know what's the sustainability like. You get what I'm saying? Because we hear about all this money that they throwing around. But again, you know, how is this something that, you know, how long is this going to be around? Is this going to be a flash in the pan, or are they really, really trying to, you know what I mean, be a part of boxing? And that's just my only question. Salute to my guy Daryl, man, for the 20 in the super chat, man. Much love and appreciation. Support to the grind.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my guy, Dad. Much love, bro. PJ's big dog in the building. How you feeling, bro? True, that Starters wanted to make another belt. Yeah, I heard about that, Angel. I heard about them wanting to make another belt, and I think only thing that's going to do is confuse stuff even more. We got enough belts in boxing to be perfectly honest. Like I just don't see no place where we need another belt. You know what I'm saying? People already confused by the belts, the number of belts they are now. And for me, the main ones that I recognize is obviously the ones in the four main sanctioning bodies. Outside of that, it's like I ain't paying too much attention to it, but I don't think we need another belt for sure. Salute to my guy A1. Yeah, man. He doing damn well, man. He doing pretty good, man. Baby boy is back to himself. 100% appreciate you, bro. He is definitely back and active as ever. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Well, I've been getting these bags. Yeah, you already know. Salute to my guy, Daryl. Appreciate you, bro. Just gonna make another belt. Yeah. I was hearing about it. I mean, we don't need it. We definitely don't need no another belt in the sport for no, at all. We just don't. We got enough belts. What we just need is another entity. If they trying to be what you would call a player or a major player in the sport of boxing, just keep putting on great shows. There's no need to add other belts to the mix. Just keep putting on them great events that people want to see. Rick Timms in the building was good with it. That's all, you know what I'm saying? And that the rest will take care of itself. Just keep putting on shows that people really want to see. You know what I mean? So far, they've been seeming like they dipped their hand in heavyweight boxing. You know what I'm saying? They kind of got the right idea. They're going after the big guys. It makes sense. All things in it. What's good, my guy? What's good with it? So we'll see, man. I'm an optimistic dude. I'm never trying to shoot down somebody, Jose Diaz Sloop, fam. I'm not trying to shoot down somebody that is trying to add to the sport of boxing, right? Because it's all about building the sport up, wanting to see it do well. So if they could be responsible for that, you know what I mean, or be a piece of why boxing is doing well, I'm not against it. Like, I don't care where it's at. You get what I'm saying? Although, of course, I like to see fights where I can go and get to. I don't see myself going over there to watch no fights, but I'll support, you know what I mean? If they're going to give us the right fights, I'll support them. That's all I can say. SP React was good with it, fam. He said Saudi's trying to find a different income other than what they receive through oil export, and we're seeing it happen with boxing and Saudi Soccer League as well. Agree. The question is this sustainable, right? I think that's just a fair question, right? And it again, a lot of people be like, well, they got the money, we get that, but like the question, I guess, not even try to get all into it. I don't have all the specifics, but are they making a return on their investment with as much as they putting out? Because I heard, that Day of Reckoning card. I forgot the exact number, but I heard it was something crazy, and I ain't quite heard nobody spend that amount of money for a boxing event, and it would just make you wonder, like, damn, did y'all get a return on your investment there? So that's why I posed the question: is it sustainable? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we know they got money. That ain't the question, but it's like, even if they not in it just for the money, like ain't nobody just in the business or just losing money, I don't think, if that's fair to say. So I don't know. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna see. We'll find out. So far, I mean, they putting on these cards, and I can't be mad at it. Kirk Douglas in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Sanctioned bodies are crooks, though. They're giving us good fights. Hell, make a real belt. You get what I'm saying? If that's gonna lead to better fights, you get what I'm saying? Cool. But you throwing another belt in there is just more confusing. Rude exposure in the building. Was good, fam. Drake Noble in the building. Was good, bro. How you feeling? Saudis are sports washing. That's all. It ain't no way they making money on these fights. And that's why, again, that's why I asked that question. Is it really sustainable? You get what I'm saying? Dragons Assassin was good with it, bro. Josh Gallimore in the building was good with it. That's all. I just, is it sustainable, bro? Is it a situation where you kind of pouring money down the drain? Is that what's going on? Like, I hope that's not what's going on. You get what I'm saying? But then again, I really don't care. We gonna see. You know what I mean? Fight Game say he's not a prince. Nah, he not. He got some stain, I would guess, if that's the right way to say. He got some credibility, but he ain't what people said he was, and it's all good. It's just we gonna find out what their intent is, I guess, in the long term. Time to tell. Let me get this, man. Get this right. All right, man. So let's talk to y'all. Smash that like button. He said, I heard he's not a prince at all. Yeah, Miss Gillette, right? He not. They could call him that if they want. If they want to be misinformed and call that man something he not, they could have at it. I won't do it. I ain't doing it. False mentality. Dr. Mark, how you feeling? Salute to the OG. Salute to everybody in the building, man. But let's get to it, man. So I know y'all been probably seeing, I don't know, different videos. I don't really want to call it a report because it ain't been no official report, but it's hard to ignore it, you know, being a boxing fan and constantly hearing it over and over, you know, about this Errol Spence situation with Derrick James. And no, I heard it. We heard this before, right? We heard this some months before. You know what I mean? We heard this a little month, you know, before this. And, you know, you fast forward to now, we hearing the rumblings again about him splitting with Derrick James. And, you know, as usual, it's always the question that if he really split from him or if he didn't. I mean, I'm gonna just say what I hear. You know, I gotta speak on what I hear. I know everybody else, you know, got their own information. The only part for me that I care about the most is if he split. Why? Because that's boxing related, right? That's fair game. That's what we here to talk about. Like, it'll be interesting to see if he split. For one, it'll be somewhat of a surprise because they look like a match made. Just look like you just didn't see this, right? So, but the other stuff that I'm hearing about is even a little bit worse. And, you know, I'm just gonna speak on it because it's out there. I know a lot of people like I ain't going for it. B-Dog, what's good with it, fam? You already know. Salute to my guy there. I appreciate you, bro. Saudi guys never worked then. It's like, yeah. Yeah, man. He just got he in position, I would say, I guess, with his people. So, but yeah, you know, it got a little bit worse. You know, splitting from him is one thing, but now, you know, as I'm hearing that Derrick James could be potentially suing Errol Spence, and that it's out there. I mean, that's the part I really don't care about like that, because that's gonna be their business, right? Their personal business to sort out and get through. Like, I looked at them as like brothers, just like they said, right? Like two guys that really had it figured out. And you know, I've seen like Derrick James brought the best out of Errol Spence. So from that side of it, that's the side I focus on. As far as if he's suing, I mean, that again, I really don't care to really speak too heavily on that because I don't know the full details, but I do, from what I understand, is financial related. You get what I'm saying? But that's for them. I think the better conversation for boxing though is if he actually split, and if so, you know, where is he going? You get what I'm saying? Who is he going to work with if he ain't no longer working with Derrick James? Because again, I don't think nobody could have said they seen it coming. I mean, maybe different people see different things, but you know, what I did hear, he did split from him, and I do hear that potentially Derrick James could be suing him, and it's financial related. And that's the. I mean, you hear this stuff in boxing. It's nothing new. You know what I mean? I guess the fighter that it is, you just don't expect to hear it when it's pertaining to Errol Spence. But again, I think the better question is if he's not training with Derrick James, who seemed like they had a pretty good thing going on. Like, they lost one time as professional. You know what I mean? They lost once. So you would think, you know what I mean, they would get, you know, you just expected to see if Errol Spence was back in the ring, Derrick James definitely would be back there training. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You don't know where to go, where he goes from here if he's not training with that dude, right? It's always another trainer, but damn, it's a little bit of shock value to that. You know what I mean? He said, "Do you think he doesn't get along with him because he took Ryan?" And you know what? You just never know what. I mean, I would guess maybe that other situation could have some play into it. Verse in the building was good with it. Verse Havoc in the building. What's good, bro? Is it true I could come to a resolution, preserve the relationship? Yeah, me too, B-Dog. That's where I'm at with it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not here to say anything bad about either guy. I just that's what's out there, and it's from a solid source. So I just, you know, it's solid. So I just was like, man, I ain't expect to hear that. You know what I mean? But you know, it ain't the end of the world or nothing. It's just, you know, it's a little surprising to say the least. But at the end of the day, now his career still continues. You know what I'm saying? He get to maybe find another trainer and you know what I mean, keep doing what he doing. I ain't see it coming at all. 23 in the building, was good with it. Yeah, Coach Calvin said he'd take him on if with Derrick's blessing for sure. I like the fact that he said that too. Yeah, man. Man. I mean, shit, left field. Which part you talking about? The lawsuit part or just the splitting part? Mark Nash in the building was good, fam. Ryan Pace front, and right, Ryan giving up that bread, man. Spence been shorting him for years. Yeah, I mean that's you know that's what they talking about. So I said, damn, hoping ain't true. EJ and DJ, they be tough, yeah, for real. Yeah, man, I don't know where he'd go. Cause I just seem like, you know, from a performance standpoint, they did the damn thing. And again, why I say that it was a great match because they lost to one fighter and they lost to me, was the best fighter in the world. Ain't no shame at all in that. So I would just expect to see them back in the ring together. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. Yeah, facts, bro. It's just definitely unfortunate. Mike in the building was good, my guy. How you feeling, bro? I think EJ going nowhere. We're gonna see the lawsuit. Oh yeah, man. You know, I seen Blue talking about it, but I seen people questioning it. But no, I did ask about it, and somebody did say it was you know, it was a real thing going on behind the scenes. So, but I said, man, I'll speak on it because it's already, it's gonna go out, it's gonna be out there. But for me, like I said, is the better question is who he training with, who would he train with? And again, a lot of different people speculated, like, was he leaving PBC and all that different stuff. You know what I'm saying? They seen this and he answered that question on Twitter. You know what I mean? Somebody asked him, is he leaving PBC? He said no. And another tweet when he said he got to find a new home first, people took that as him saying he either splitting from PBC or Derrick James, but you see him shot down the PBC thing in the next post. But as far as the splitting part, I definitely heard that that's the case. They ain't working together. And you know what I did notice is when I seen videos of the gym where Ryan Garcia was working out, I did notice that it wasn't none of his memorabilia or his posters and different stuff like that. I ain't see none of that stuff up on the wall. It did look empty. And I don't know if that was a sign of things or was they doing some, you know, redecorating, but I definitely ain't see none of the pictures and different stuff that he had hanging up around the gym. So I don't know if that's me looking too deep in it, but I definitely noticed that in the video. If I can connected, plugged in. Plugged in is crazy. Yeah, there's plenty of shame losing to the best in the world. No, it ain't. Roger, you a fool. Charlo played him on the Charlo fight too. Man, that's crazy. Charlo too. Lane Wood in the building was good with it, man. They saying James on Spence. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna hear that more and more because, I mean, for me, y'all know I ain't big on trying to break news. You see, I ain't put that in the title or nothing. I just really spoke on the part that I really was gonna focus on was the split part. But that other stuff, that's you know, you've seen stuff like that happen before, man. They'll sort it out. You get what I'm saying? They'll sort that joint out. Showbiz said something like that too. Just salute to Showbiz. He be on it, man. He be on it. I'm pretty sure he hearing some of the same shit too. Because I mean, what I learned with this boxing game, it don't hurt to reach out to certain people, man. You'd be surprised that who will reach back and give you right information. So I mean, we'll see. Because look, we heard this before, but like I said, the part for me is that they actually saying he actually split from him. So I ain't notice. I ain't want to say he fired him. I ain't even want to phrase it that way. To me, it's just unfortunate because they had something good going on. You know what I'm saying? And losing to the best fighter in the world ain't a bad thing to me. To me, at least. You know what I mean? That ain't. It's a lot worse. It could be a lot worse than that. Like in 217, I kept it low because people say I was hating on Spence. I already know how that go, Mark. I get it. Right. Screenshot time. Don't lie. Yeah, for real. again, it's like I'm glad it could come from me. People know I'm a full supporter of Errol Spence, so I ain't never looking to put out bad news or false news. That ain't my thing. I ain't even into that. Like, I don't try to get clicks off of people's downfalls or turmoil. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's boxing. Like, it ain't the end of the world, man. They see through their situation. The more important question for me is like, because that other stuff, that money stuff, that, man, that's them, right? But damn, who Errol Spence gonna be working with? Like I said, just if he ain't in there with Derrick James, who do you see him working with? And again, Calvin Ford speaking that he would work with him should kind of tell people a little bit of something too. But if Derrick James with his blessing, so just think about it, he wouldn't even speak on it. Also, public record, so I don't believe it, especially coming from Bull. Oh yeah, I get that. I understand y'all reservations with him for sure. I get it with different people. I get it because when I first seen it, I I get it. I get it. Leaving Derrick, it's more sense. DJ moving with Ryan, he dealing with a shit show. You know what? And it'll just be speculation for me at this point. Like, maybe the one situation don't got nothing to do with the other, but I mean, just looking at it from a different situation, as far as things we could really observe and see, from the point that Ryan, Derrick took on Ryan Garcia and Anthony Joshua, you started hearing people say that he looked like he had a lot on his plate. So, I mean, if we could feel like that, maybe EJ as a fighter could feel like that, man. And again, ain't nothing wrong with change, man. Just hopefully whatever terms they leave on to be good terms. Cause they, like I said, they seem like they had a good thing going on. You know what I mean? Alan Johnson in the building, Ock Busy in the building. What's good with it, bro? Said two things can be true. Yeah, man. I mean, we'll just see. We'll see. I mean, you'll see in due time. For me, my source wasn't Blue. I just put that out there because I know people gonna see it. Salute to him, because in this case, I actually heard it about 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he probably heard it from the same person, I would think. You know what I mean? AFC, did you not listen to Fanon's take on this? Nah, I ain't catch the OG's take on this. Salute to Fanon, the OG. Kyle Cooley, blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Who refers to a trainer as their home. Oh, yeah. I ain't talking about this, though. I'm not talking about this. I made that clear. Like, remember, he said, got to find a new home. People was thinking he said PVC. He said no. So now I'm not going off of this tweet right here, if that's what you're saying. I just put that in there because of the PVC question came along with it. You know what I'm saying? When he said, got to find a new home, immediately somebody, you leaving PVC? And no, immediately. You know what I'm saying? But what you don't find is him shooting down the fact that he split with Derrick James up there in that thread. Just for just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? He shot down this for sure. But and again, for me, my focal point ain't the personal stuff, because I don't care for that. It's more so the boxing stuff. And like I said, damn, I didn't see him working with nobody else. That's where I'm at with it. I don't care about the other stuff. That's there. They gonna sort that out. They'll figure it out. But again, what is next for Errol Spence, man? Because again, he said, miss me with that retirement stuff. A lot of people say he done after one fight. He said, miss me with the retirement stuff. And now that I hear he might be finding a new trainer, hey, man, who is he going to work with and where does he go? You know what I'm saying? So going to be awkward for Martin. Yeah, man, who knows? It's crazy, right? Lewis 4500 in the building. Was good with it. Looking forward to Adorno versus Walters. Me too, because they both in situations where they can't afford to lose. So that's a fun fight. You know what I mean? Joseph Adorno is the younger guy. Walters coming back out of nowhere. Walters coming back out of left field. No, Walters literally coming back from the grave, man, to fight. So I mean, but again, I don't know how much is expected from him, but I know people expecting Joseph Adorno to show up. And that's just in these tweets. Yeah, I hate him. I hate him too, man. I do. I hate the subliminal messaging in the tweets. But I know sometimes people jump to conclusions, but good thing he shot down the PVC thing. But like I said, as far as the splitting from Derrick James, yeah, I heard that's official. I mean, Reggie was good with it, fam. Andrew Gray in the building was good with it. And Walter was still fighting because he came out of the woodshed, B-Dog, literally. Came out of nowhere with it. And he's trying to get back in the mix, too. Fighting at 135. He definitely trying to get back in the mix. He ain't come back to take it lightly. Let's see what he do. They both at a crossroads in their career. I mean, Walter's, like I said, I've been thought he was done, but Joseph Adorno still got something left in him, man. He's still young. So I'm expecting him to show a better outing than he did the last couple fights for sure. So I think this would be a good fight for him. For the young Nicholas, for the Joseph Adorno to get back. You got to catch Walter slipping, man. So Walter quit versus Loma. Yeah, it was looking rough in there. they shelved him. They shelved him for a quick minute. Mark threw him in there with Loma, and the rest was all bad after that. It just got real bad for him. But yeah, he came back jumping right back in the mix. Wonderland said, CANELO. You don't like CANELO, the king of late nights. Never thought Walters was going to quit like he did. Me either, Mike. I thought for sure he was going to push the pace against Loma, try to make it a rough fight. Instead, he tried to box him, and it just wasn't smart. Loma just picked him apart, man, from start to finish, from start to quitting. From the start to the quitting, Loma was on his ass. In Errol Spence shoes, when you see the trainer coaching situations like Ryan, we don't know the behind the scenes, but toxic boxing recipe for disaster. I mean, look, bro, just being real, Ryan definitely brings a different element to your gym that I think is not necessarily there. Now, just let me point something out. You got a Frank Martin, pretty quiet, humble, reserved guy, all business. He's serious, you know what I mean? Get to it. Got Errol Spence, pretty quiet, humble guy, all business. He get to it. You know what I'm saying? Although Jamel Charlo is he'll speak, outspoken, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna bite his tongue, but he still ain't a big super media attention guy. You get what I'm saying? So then when you bring in the AJs and the Ryan Garcias of the world, you bring a different element, I think, to your gym. And that's not to knock them in any way, shape, or form. It's just to acknowledge it brings something different. So, and that's something much different than what they're used to, I think. And I don't know if that would have anything to do with it. I'm not blaming Ryan, right? But like I said, at the least, we could say when you take on the personality of an AJ, of a Ryan Garcia, then you got guys like a Jamel Charlo, Frank Martin, Errol Spence. That's a lot. You get what I'm saying? You got a lot going on right there. So maybe that could be a cause of it. You know what I mean? Kate calls in the building. What's good with it? Blue Hustle, man. What's good with it, fam? Now, serious as those guys, that's for sure. You get what I'm saying? 23, he just bring a different element that is not necessarily there before he gets there. You get what I'm saying? With the recording, like even with the picture, that's why I put that picture up there. You get what I'm saying? Even with the picture, like a lot of people speculated, like, look, you could go a lot of different ways. I mean, I would think if this got brought up to Derrick, he wouldn't say much about it. He would downplay it for the most part. I don't think he would say much about it. You get what I'm saying? I think it'd just be like, you get him, he was just chilling and watching. So, but a lot of people look like this is the writing on the wall of him saying he tired, he fed up. Ryan was slow shadow boxing at the time where he was looking like that. So I don't know what was on his mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could have been anything. Read Mo, JBT, Let's Talk Fashion in the building. The Vision is in the building. What's good, bro? What's good with it? Ryan has the best trainer and is taking it for granted. Yeah. Gonna have hella excuses after Derrick box his teeth out. I'm telling you. Derrick seemed like a quiet, reserved, more relaxed dude. And just being honest, Ryan just brings a different element to your gym. You know what I mean? More camera, more, you know what I'm saying? More tricks, more antics. You know what I mean? More attention, but not for all the right reasons, for a number of different reasons. Like you got to be honest, this is the first time Derrick James had to deal with a fighter that comes with the full package that a Ryan Garcia comes with. That's just being real. That dude might be a lot to deal with, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. That's like looking like I made a mistake. I'm telling you, he damn sure look like what the hell. Just speculating. You know what I mean? He probably ain't. That ain't what he for sure saying. He probably just was chilling. But I know for sure Ryan Garcia at that moment in that video was doing that damn slow shadow boxing in slow motion. I ain't never seen nobody do that. I don't know what the benefit of it is or nothing. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh my God, Ryan Garcia was shadow boxing in slow motion. Yo, Derrick James is looking at this dude like, bro, vision, yeah, man, Remo division. I remember when Joe Goosen said, "You don't really train Ryan, it's a collab." I'm telling you. And you know what? He probably dealing with that mentality fight game. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm in here trying to train you. What the hell are you doing? Now, look, I'm just purely speculating. He could have just been minding his business and just watching, observing. But God, man, damn it, did it look like when he looked up at Ryan and he was slow shadow boxing, like shadow boxing in slow motion? He looking like, what the hell is this dude doing right now? Like, what is he on? All these shenanigans Ryan did look for back. Too bad on the pads. Nah, when he was being serious, B-Dog, he didn't. He didn't. J.A. Dixon in the building. What's good, Jay? That's Ryan coming to the ring that night. Man, I'm telling you, about to have a whole lot of niggas about to be in their feelings. I'm telling you, man, he better come to fight for sure. Ryan BS come more pay too, and hopefully Spence didn't pull a triple G and get a big bag and not want to pay up. Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, you know, the situation stemmed back some years. You know what I mean? So, but it's something that I hope that they'll work through it. You know what I mean? Salute the Blue Hustle, man. He even Mike looks good on the pads. Yeah, he said, hell, even Mike looks good on the pads. Yeah, for sure. There, you sure in the head? He got Derrick over the questioning training. Like, what the hell is this? But nah, you know, he got a job to do, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it to the best of his ability. It's up for Ryan to be smart, understand the opportunity that he got in front of him, and he got a real trainer. He got a real trainer on his hands. He got a real guy out there trying to push him and put him in the best position to win this fight. So hopefully he's smart enough to really be buckling down in training camp and getting it done. I will hope, you know, for the sake of the fight, because I really would hate to just see a one-sided, one-way beatdown. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have a dog in the race, but if Ryan ain't careful, he could find himself getting beat the hell up pretty damn bad. Derrick James might be willing to deal with the antics because the bag might be worth it. Hey, maybe. Or maybe, I mean, maybe he just looking at it like this. Everybody's different, right? As long as I feel like maybe Derrick James, and this is just speculation because I'm not in there. Maybe Derrick James looking at it like, as long as he's doing the things that I need him to do, all that other stuff is him, right? As long as he in here training when I need him to be training and focused when I need him to be focused. You get what I'm saying? I think maybe that's his stance. And again, being that Ryan is more of a showman than anything, like he want to show you, you know what I mean? We seeing that rather than him putting in that dog work from day to day, week to week, and then showing us, right? He's still being that TikTok, Instagram type of personality. So that's what we seeing. But that's who Ryan is. I guess he's just one of them guys that he love that camera, bro. You know what I'm saying? He love that camera. Boys don't hit back, you know it. That's something to do with the original agreement. From what I heard, yeah, Spence technically honored that agreement. Yeah. That's why I say I ain't, you know, for me, not just knowing like just the very, I guess, little bit of it. I can't, like, I don't want to make it present the information like one guy's more right or wrong than the other. Just know they got some type of situation where they ain't seeing eye to eye on, so they're gonna deal with that situation. But aside from that, the healthier side of it is, damn, EJ, who you gonna be training with? You know what I mean? Who you gonna be training with? You know, that's still something to think about. You know what I mean? Because that have a lot to do with how these fighters look. We know that. We know how big having a great trainer is, and that situation being, you know, solid, you know, on solid ground. I seen people throw a number of different names out there, you know, from Ronnie Shields to Calvin Ford to even Bomac. I heard somebody say Bomac too. So, I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. I mean, like I said, I will acknowledge we heard this before when it was rumors and they shot it down. But this time around, I'm not seeing that same energy from both guys. And I could have swore I did see a tweet where somebody asked him straight up and he said he confirmed it straight to the person. I'm not good at screenshotting all this stuff because I hate some of it. You know what I mean? I hated to see it. Say it was confirmed by a reliable source for sure. Reliable source, the split stuff, definitely both things. But really, my thing is the split. That other stuff is, you know, that'll work itself out. You know what I mean, I just would like to know what's next for Spence as a whole. You know what I mean, I don't know where the hell he go, who he fight next. You know what I'm saying? Whole time I was thinking him and Crawford was fighting next. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know. I just don't know. Crush the legend in the building. Was good with it, bro. And I'm telling you, man, every time I turn around, I see something else. I see something else from Ryan Garcia, boy. I'm telling you, he better make it to that fight and he better perform top notch, man. I'm telling you, because he might be the sole reason tickets is having a tough time selling with his antics, bro. Just to highlight this real quick, I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but I had to highlight this with Ryan Garcia. And I don't know exactly when he did this podcast or whatever the case is, but when I see stuff like this as a viewer, as a fight fan, and a fight that you looking to support, and you wondering why tickets are having a tough time selling and things like that, it's stuff like this. And I don't knock nobody for what they do, but I'm just purely coming from a standpoint of focus. Like, you don't want to hear this when a fighter is going to be in what it will be Ryan's second biggest fight of his career. You know, the first was obviously Tank. That's just the biggest fight he could have got. Right now, you move down the line. I think this would be the second biggest fight of your career with Devin Haney. And one thing, like I've been saying this whole time, you know about Devin Haney is he's not playing with this dude. He's not playing. He in the gym. He's training. He focused. Like I said, every time you see him take a picture or video, it's him putting in real work. You know what I mean? Letting you know that you could play all you want, but he's not playing. And like I said, you finding a lot of time to make podcast appearances and you saying all the wrong stuff and you putting all the wrong information out there. Like, I don't understand. What is he looking to gain going on this podcast and saying this stuff? Right?
You'd be fucking everything, even a squirrel. Like, he just says, I drink 20 black coffees a day. I drink all day. I smoke. I do whatever I want.
Where are you from?
I'm from heaven, baby. I'm a god.
I know that. Have you ever been in love?
I think so. Yeah, of course. I'm in love with you. I've drank all training camp before, and I knocked the guy out. So when you're hungover, drink Coca-Cola.
Tell me.
Small town, defiled as a little boy, 2 years old, defiled by your own people. But, let me just continue. The Dallas Mavericks said they'll give me a 10-day contract. I'm not kidding.
I know.
Like, one time I looked at a guy and said, get out of the room, you bad energy motherfucker. I could tell you're a fucking hater. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and as far as the other personal stuff, I don't care about. I'm just talking about from a discipline standpoint. I'm not here to trash him as a fighter because I like him. I think he's a good kid, but I think he got it. He ain't taking his opportunity as serious as he need to. You out here talking about drinking and smoking like it's nothing. You getting in there with one of the most, I think, best conditioned athletes that you're gonna be in the ring with, and you playing. And like I said, ain't nobody playing with you. Devin Haney definitely not playing, taking the situation serious. He treating it as if he was fighting, you know what I'm saying, a focused version of you. You get him, so it ain't gonna be no mercy on his part. And like I said, you going in there and you playing games, and you in a real fight. And I just hope that some of this stuff is poor attempts at trolling. You get what I'm saying? I hope when you talk about smoking and drinking, you just, you know, this ain't a current situation. Because if that's how you on it right now, building up to this training camp, leading to this fight, you definitely putting yourself in a situation where you won't be able to look good or even have a chance at remotely coming close to being competitive. And again, a lot of people are already picking you to lose, but it is a fair amount of people that expect you to be able to win. I see people saying they're going to bet on you and everything. So I speak for those people, man. You better be taking this opportunity very seriously, bro. You got a real fighter in front of you, and he ain't coming to play no games. Pac-Man A-Tail, tell you what's good with it, bro. How you feeling? Good to see you in the building. Man, Banks, the boxing fan. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Al Booger in the building. What's good, bro? Samuel in the building. What's good with it? I think Rod gonna get beat up by that. Me too, Crush. I think he gonna make. Remember, I was saying it the other week. He gonna mixtape his damn face. I'm telling you, all of me. Ryan got a damn mixtape out, making all types of songs. He finding time to go in the studio. He laying down tracks. He going on podcasts, pouring out all his intimate details. You out here speaking about how you drunk through a whole training camp and knocked the guy out. If I'm not mistaken, I think the guy he referring to is Fonseca. Do you think Devin Haney is remotely anything close to Francisco Fonseca in the ring? You about to get your ass beat. Like, that's not a good sign, bro. Focus up, bro. Focus up. At least make this fight entertaining for the people that's putting their money on you. Judah Ben, what's good with it, bro? He be tripping. Let Ryan do what he does. He gonna do it anyway, bro. Like, I'm just talking from a fight fan. Notice I had these conversations without tearing the man down. I'm just saying that's not showing that you focus, man. Focus up, bro. You got a real fight, man. You got a real fight that you asked for too, mind you. You raised your hand for. I think somebody need to remind him that he raised his hand. And he fighting Devin Haney, not Fonseca. You drunk all through that camp. It probably knocked him out. That's cool, but you ain't doing that to Dad. Doing that to get released out of his contract or Oscar. That's interesting, man. Because I think that's where he need to be. It seems like they don't get along at all. Supposed to be donating boobs for the ladies. Yeah, he said he getting blocked. He said they blocking him on they shadow banning him for that. K Causey. He said they shadow ban him. Salute to my baby girl, Miss JusDueBoxing. How you feeling, baby girl? Salute to you. Don't work too hard. He's staying in with God while capping in the same sentence. That's what I'm saying. He out here playing around, but that's an interesting angle. And you know what? I wouldn't doubt that. Tay, that he's trying to get away from Oscar because I think it'd be smart. I mean, and I'm only saying that from the outside looking in. From what I'm seeing, if you obviously not getting along with a guy, you can't get on the same page with him. Why even deal with him? How could you expect that he gonna have your best interest if y'all can't get on the same page? And that's just being real in any situation or relationship, partnership, and business. Like, you know what I mean? Two people can't get on the same accord. It's gonna be hard to move forward as a unit if you're never in line with, you know what I mean, with that other person trying to do. So that's what it seemed like. And I believe sometimes relationships run their course. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what's going on with them two. You know, playing Ron. Dad knows where your mom stay. Yeah, right. Mike, you know what I was going with it. You're the only one playing with you. I'm telling you, man. Dad out here trading, squatting 300-something pounds. Name one person in the hood that play like that. You know Dad ain't playing. For real, though, man. You know it. I can see Dad get touched up by water. Weaker ops than Ryan, so I won't be surprised if Ryan does the same now. Look, I get it, and you know, look, a fully focused, completely committed Ryan Garcia. I've said this for years. I think can be a very dangerous guy in boxing. Regardless of what anybody think, I see Ryan Garcia being dangerous if he's committed and focused, right? Discipline, all that stuff, but he going in there with a guy that, like I said, that's one of the best conditioned athletes that he going to share the ring with in Devin Haney. He's going to be in top-notch shape. You out here talking about smoking and drinking. That's already putting you at a disadvantage. You playing. You get what I'm saying? And then when you talking about discipline, look no further than a guy like Devin Haney. He's going to be one of the most disciplined fighters you got in the ring with. So yeah, that's where I focus on, like just those little nuances, man. You got to at least get that little stuff right to give yourself any type of shot in this fight. Because I just think skillfully you're not on his level. You know what I mean? I just think he a lot sharper, more focused, discipline, like I said, and it's going to show in the fight. But you do have an element of danger that you present when you come in there with that type of speed and power, right? That and that willingness to engage and try to actually go for it, right? Does make you dangerous. But how dangerous are you if you're unable to land any shots that's going to be successful in there? So we're going to see. Again, I'm going to keep speaking on this fight because at least we know it's coming up. So at least they got a fight. And I hope Ryan understand that because he's going to have a real fight on his hands. With Snack and Haney. Right. John Wick in the building. Say how you feel about Devin saying you want undisputed now. You know what? I like the fact that he revisited that thought. And if that's a genuine thought and not just like a spur of the moment type of thing, because sometimes they change their mind, but that would be him changing his mind from saying he ain't thinking about undisputed to he is. I like that because that tells me right off the bat, you got a Teofimo, that's a champion. I don't see him losing to nobody right this second, right? That's a good fight. You got Matias, you got the winner, Rolly and Pitbull. Any of those fights is entertaining for me. And you thinking about undisputed, you would think that one of those guys would be of interest to him. And for me, take your pick, Teal, Matias, whoever. I just want to see good fights. So I like the fact that he changed his mind a little bit on that. And that kind of tells me that maybe he can see himself being at 40 for a bit longer than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Draper right in the building. What's good with the family? How you feeling, bro? You know what I'm saying? Love that mission. Yeah, man. Ryan beats Devin. He shake the boxing world, Bole. He gonna shake up the boxing world if he beat Dev. Shake up the boxing world because it's gonna be so many people that didn't expect him to do it, and most of us being us diehards, we don't see that coming. I just see too much discipline, focus. I see Dev being razor sharp. I do. Just calling it how I see it. That's what I see. I ain't about to pull no punches. Again, Ryan still has that element of danger because he got speed, power. They comparable in age. Get what I'm saying? Ryan is a young guy. Dev is young, so we can't say that he's no senior citizen that he fighting or no nursing home guy and none of that stuff, right? But a lot of people gonna question how focused what Ryan was, but I'm not giving him no out. I'm telling you, I ain't feeling sorry for him. He a grown man. He know full well what he doing, and I'm not giving him no out. Winner or loser, getting full credit, bro. That's how I'm looking at it. I ain't looking for a reason to take credit from nobody. You got in there. If you wasn't good, then you should have sat your ass down. That's how I'm looking at that. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to run around here and parade and talk about how much you smoking and drinking through camp and you how you knock the guy out and you pretty much downplaying it and making it seem like it don't matter. Okay. All right, then I'm a factor. I'm gonna make sure it don't matter when I look at the fight. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say yeah, he probably was smoking it. Nah, I'm gonna say you got in there in the best shape possible and got beat up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving him no out. Even if this ain't the best version of him, which it obviously look like it ain't, but I still ain't giving him no out, is what I'm saying. You get in there, it is what it is. That means you was suit to fight, fit to fight. You get beat up, that's on you. So the guy has no chance against a guy you already beat 3 times. Yeah. And again, for me, I think, not to say he has no chance is a bit rough, right? I won't say he has no chance, but I think, to give himself a better chance other than like a puncher's chance, like a realistic shot at, being competitive in his fight, you would at least expect that he be 100% locked in, or at least from what we could see from the outside looking in. And when you see him, he's just a guy that be all over the place now. I haven't seen him operate under this type of chaos, to me, if you will, in any other fight. So we gonna see how he perform. Maybe it's just smoke and mirrors. Maybe he's just having fun. But we're gonna find out for sure if he been having too much fun. And that's where I'm at with it. You might be having too much fun, Ryan. You haven't finally realized Boots at 147 I better stay where I'm at. We go with Dante's boxing talk. We're gonna talk about that too. Steven Breadman Edwards thinks that Boots Henderson, Devin Haney is did he say super fight or mega fight down the line? It could be. Could be, but I mean, who knows? Ron probably sell up in the fight and let his hands fly because of what's coming back. Doesn't hurt. I mean, it's interesting, man, because I remember how Regis was, going through with that whole pillow hands. He can't punch, can't hit, and when he got in that ring, it did look like he was stinging him with them shots. So for what I'm saying is, I know Ryan is saying the same thing. He can't punch, pillow hands. They having fun saying that, but you're gonna have to deal with that, man, 420. And I don't think he's gonna like getting stung repeatedly with jabs and right hands and things like that. So if he can somehow weather that storm, like if he can treat it like his punching power means nothing, which that'll kind of shock me. I'm not gonna lie, but I think he's gonna feel them punches, is what I'm saying. When it's simply put, he's gonna feel Devin's punches in it. Like I ain't saying he's gonna be concussive in there or nothing like that, but Ryan Garcia definitely better not sit there and try to box him. And I truly mean that. I truly 100% mean, like, I think his best method of victory is trying to fight him, make it a fight, because a boxing match, I just don't see him, tit for tat. I don't see him outthinking Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? I don't see him outskilling him, outthinking him. I don't see it. I can see him trying to force the issue, and that's gonna come with his risk too, because he could run the risk of running into a shot. You know what I mean? Regis ran into a shot that got clipped with something in that fight that he didn't see, and he got put on his ass. I could even see Ryan getting dropped in this fight. I really could. I'm telling you, but how this fight played out is, in terms of his performance-wise, gonna have to do with his temperament and conditioning. Like, is he really focused or what? You get what I'm saying? Salute to my baby girl in the super chat. Much love and appreciation. Color goes a long way to support the channel. Refresh the super chat, Cash App. A cook like this need to be supported. I see you can't leave it to us. Appreciate you, baby girl. Much love. But listen, man. I just want to see the dude be in the kind of shape that's gonna give us, the people at home, a fight worth watching. Get what I'm saying? I would like to call this fight live, but I still don't know yet. Ryan really got to show.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my guy Adam. What's good with it, bro? 2 cents boxing. What's good, Queen? How you feeling? Hey, but Regis did let his hands go, step to him in the first round, make him uncomfortable. Yeah, Regis got them short arms too, and Dad was just 2 steps ahead of him the whole night. I can see Haney getting caught. And the reason why I would be able to see that 2 cents, him getting caught, because Ryan really, at least what he showed me in the past, is he's brave enough to go for it. He'll go for it. And that you always give yourself some type of chance if you're willing to go for it. You know what I'm saying? He got some heart. You know what I mean? He don't just get in there and fold and shell up. You haven't seen him do that. You've seen him go for it go for it with Tank Davis. So I don't see no different with Devin Haney, because that's his best shot. I mean, if you sit back there and try to pick and poke and box with him, I think he's gonna get picked apart. And he better be smart enough to know that. Boxers at the end of the day. Yeah, Styles, SP. Styles make fights for sure. Then you try to run it to him, fighter to him skill sets. Now I believe he did, but I think 23 he got to a point in that fight where he just realized it was extremely tough, and he got to a point where he was trying to make sure he don't get clipped and knocked out. King was good with the family. Right now he drinking that cheap whiskey for this one. I'm telling you, better not be drinking at all. Man, I'm telling you. Kyle Cooley, my guy, he said any whispers about the undercard. I still ain't heard much about it. I think I heard about they say Derrick possibly being on the undercard. I think bro sent me that. Maybe Derrick. Derrinchenko, who? Hold on. Is it Derrick? I gotta go check my notes. I'm not hearing a lot about it though, Kyle, about the undercard at all. Ron throws the mean intentions for sure. He put everything into them punches, bro. That's what make him dangerous. Nick Ball and TV in the building was good, fam. That was trying to reverse psychology by telling Ryan shouldn't rush him. Nah, Ryan better go for it. He knows it's good. I'm telling you, that's his best shot. Larry Lopez in the building was good, Larry. Can't hurt Ryan. He figures it out, and he might be in trouble. Yeah, the thing is, I could see the speed and the sharpness of those punches giving Ryan issues. And I think as long as he giving him issues like that, he gonna keep him honest. But at the same time, I think it'd be smart for Ryan to try to punch with him. Like, you gonna have to be smart. I ain't got it figured out for you, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to. You got a real fight on your hands, and I just want to see a good one. That's all. I want to see you show up in the best shape possible so you can at least give yourself a snowball chance at being competitive. Because you ain't outboxing that kid in 12 rounds. You ain't doing that. And, you know, your method to victory is a knockout. You better hope you can land a punch. I'm telling you. Don't, because at any point you start doing that Victorville shell, you're going to get smashed. As a matter of fact, I can't even call it the Victorville shell. My bro L-Dub say they don't do that out there. I don't know where you got that shell from, Ryan. I don't know. Devin was trying to use. Yeah, man. Dad, you know, you going to hear thinking man in there. Salute to the Queen, Miss Joette, for the super sticker. Always supporting the grind. Much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Trey Skills in the building. What's good, Brody? How you feeling? Ron down 3 already. Skills, focus, snack. All things said he down 3 already. And that's gonna be a tough 3 too. It's gonna be rough for him in there. It's gonna be tough. That's why I say, man, when I keep coming across those little clips and those videos where he not showing that he focused, you worry for him a little bit. You gotta cut the ish, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut the ish. You raised your hand for this fight, so that's why I say I don't feel bad for him. But you gotta come to fight, dude. Salute to my guy, Fight Game, man, in the Cash App, man. Much love and appreciation to my bro. Salute to you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Much love to my guy, Fight Game. The Golden Boy have any fighters to put on the undercard? I wonder, Aisha. I wonder. I just know this is one of the first times with a fight because we were less than a month out. I ain't hearing much whispers unless I'm out the loop. I heard about one fight I think that could potentially be on there, and I ain't hearing much else, which is weird. You know what I mean? And I wonder why that is. I don't know. That's strange. It's crazy fight schedule to make. She don't got more undercard buzz than this one. That's what I'm saying. 3-4 weeks away. Yeah, we less than a month out. I don't know what's going on. Unless I'm out the loop, but I don't think I am. Definitely ask or look into it. Hey, I can't do since Ron's chance to learn. Has a chance to get 10. Yeah, he got some type of, you know what I mean? I can't say he don't have no chance at all, right? But I just can't say that I feel confident when he up here. He's just too willingly. I don't know. I mean, I know he keeping it real with his habits in terms of smoking and drinking, but that ain't it, Ryan. Tighten up, kid. That's all I'm saying. Man, I ain't on his back. You're a grown man, but tighten up, man, because you got a real fight coming. Yeah, they still haven't confirmed it. From what I hear, they still haven't decided, Aisha, whether or not it's going to be pay-per-view. That's something else that's crazy. I don't know what to think about this fight. I really don't. It got a strange vibe to it, and I think Ryan just, man, I don't know. He just bring a strange vibe with this fight. I just don't know how to even process what's going on with it. No undercard. They don't know if it's pay-per-view. Like, I don't know what it was. I thought this wasn't a pay-per-view. I mean, from right now, it ain't bow leg. Like, they still ain't decided from the last official statement I seen on it. They still didn't decide. I mean, I wanted to support it either way, but Ryan got to tighten up. I know Dad gonna come to fight. So Dad Ryan has been a circus. I'm telling you, and I gotta say, man, Ryan's been a one-man circus. Dev has made it entertaining and fun to a certain degree, though, because he been talking his talk. He anxious to get in there and put hands on Ryan. I ain't gonna lie. Only if I could care about the money side. Me neither. I don't care about it. They gonna get paid. They be all right. But I did still wonder, was it pay-per-view and why they was still like undecided about that. I thought they whole reason for fighting. I thought his whole reason for wanting to fight him was it was gonna be on pay-per-view. Maybe I got that wrong too. Seen a fire poster for this fight that says pay-per-view. Me either, Fight Game. Me either. Salute to my brother Mike Kirkland in the super chat. Always supporting the grind. Much love and appreciation to my
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my guy Mike Kirkland. Yeah, man, but I mean, I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, it's not selling, ha ha ha. I was like, no, that I don't see why that would be good. I want to see the thing do well, at period. You know what I mean, as a whole. So I don't know, but we got a fight on the way. Ryan say he focused, so he say, but we gonna find out because the ring don't lie. As I think my guy Jose Diaz always say, the ring don't lie, and he is right. All the time. The ring don't lie. We're gonna find out just how committed he's been to putting in his work. I just heard Kendrick versus J. Cole and be a better fight. I'm telling you. Thanks to Ryan. Silly, man. But like I said, man, maybe he'll surprise us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll surprise us. We're gonna find out. This weekend's fight keeps saying live on the zone, not live on the zone pay-per-view. They better put this shit. Anthony in the building. What's good with the family? So they better put it on pay-per-view. It's a cool fight, and yeah, I did. I would think that they probably got an opponent, but they keeping it close to the vest. I just don't think it. I mean, you know what? What I did hear is they're not gonna make a move in terms of opponent, I think, until after Murataya fight. And my only, just trying to connect the dots, my only thought behind that would be to see how he look in his fight. You know, if he come out unscathed, maybe he's a potential opponent for July. You get what I'm saying? Maybe that's not too close together from March 29th because he fight on the 29th. So maybe they can still make a fight between them two. So salute to my guy, L-Dub, because he did drop that to me. He said they ain't gonna make a move until after Murataya fight. So hopefully that's because they got him in mind in terms of a potential opponent. Because I think that just makes sense. I don't see why. I mean, just make real fights, man. That's a real one. Everybody pretty much in here know who Raymond Murataya is. He a damn good fighter. Box his ass off, well-rounded, polished fighter. He got Robert Garcia in his corner. He'll make a damn good fight. Some of those judges didn't even credit Tank for knocking down Ryan in the second round. This fight is close. I think Ryan wins on the cards. That'd be crazy, man. If he can even make the fight, if he can make the fight or keep the fight close, that'd be impressive in and of itself. I think from round to round, he's gonna have some things to really figure out. But we're gonna see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they're just gonna outthink him. And if he looked like a wounded animal, he might step on it in this fight. He might. He say he want to put on a performance of a lifetime, so maybe we see that kind of temperament. You get what I'm saying? We seen a pretty confident, composed Devin Haney with Regis, and he took chances in that fight, I believe. So maybe we see even more composed, you know what I mean, version of him the second time around at 140 with Ryan, you know what I mean? So we gonna find out though. We for sure gonna find out. A lot of it depends on him, man. Shit, man, my bad. Better not be on pay-per-view, he said. Man, Shakur versus Usain Bolt. Damn, do my boy like that. He said, man, I'm down. Just seen a post from Ryan talking about he giving out free BBLs. Yeah, Cal. Yeah, he said it. 704 Joe in the building was good with it. It's the Spence James split official. From what I heard, from what I gather, it is. From what I heard, and not from that tweets talking about finding a new home either. Not from that, but from what I heard, it's solid. I mean, anything is possible, and like I said, I even hear that he might be suing Errol Spence. So Draper right, he said ESPN fight, no pay-per-view. Running around the ring like Jermaine. Well, I'm telling you, man, he said, I'm buying this fight. It's tough, man. I think people just maybe they'll wait until it's closer to the fight. I don't know, but I'm expecting people to want to see it. You know what I mean? What all the promoting Ryan been doing, but yeah, he been talking about. Hold on, man. Let me go to it real quick before I get into this next thing. Let me see if I can find it. I'm telling you, bro, be on different type of timing. Ryan he posted a while ago. He said, "My temperament is bipolar. I choose rage." That's what he said. My temperament is bipolar. I choose rage. And what is this, man? This dude, I don't know what he got all going on. I don't know what he posting. He said, "Forced to delete the BBL post on my feed, but still offering on the low. Trying my best to get back to everyone. Be patient with me." He's offering BBLs, bro. This man is character, bro. Guess he provoked Ryan. Y'all better go get y'all free BBLs, man. This dude crazy. Shout out, man. Went through that 30 million a night. Yeah, man. I hear he got gambling issues and all type of stuff, man. I be trying not to touch on some of this stuff because it'd be like weird, but yeah, Ryan is a bag of tricks. Hopefully they stay focused, man. Who Israel in the building was good, family. So it's hard to believe the fight not going to do well. And it's all we've been talking about for weeks. That's what I'm saying. 2 cents is crazy. It would be crazy for it not to do well with the way that I think we promoted it, for better or for worse, on YouTube, man. So I'm with you. It'll be crazy. That's why I say I don't get it. But when you see what people checking and pulling up, how many tickets is sold and how many being added, it just look crazy. It look like it ain't doing well at all, at least by the numbers. But again, maybe people wait till it, closer to the fight and get them a ticket. I mean, make sure Ryan really make it there. You know what I mean? So you want to see real raw shit, them 2 challenges seem fake. Right. I want to fight. I hope it's free. Right. You're trying to buy loyalty with his money. Yeah, it's a weird touch, Teach. That's a weird approach. I never seen that before. I ain't gonna lie. I never seen that before. Never seen it before. Yeah, he having a ball with this fight, I'll tell you that. Having a damn blast, y'all. He's right. I'm telling you, something up with boy. He be all over the place, but hopefully he know where to be. Hopefully his mind, body, and spirit in the right place when he get in that ring 420. He can go out there and fight, man. Go out there and make a damn good fight for the people. Y'all stupid, yo. Y'all crazy. He better not. I tell you what, he better come into that ring focused up. Because it's going to be a long night if he not. Or a short one if he really not. You know what I mean? It was sad like that. For Tuna fight at Staples Center, there was lots of seats available. We're gonna see. Maybe some things gonna come to fruition come fight night. But most importantly, like I said, I just hope the dude is understanding the opportunity and he ain't just having fun, like selling the fight and all the theatrics and the antics and just, the whole show of it. You know what I mean? Because he a damn one-man spectacle by himself. He a damn one-man circus by himself. So just hopefully he don't forget that he actually got to get in there and fight. So we're going to find out. But we're going to get into this. We're going to talk a little bit about this Cigar Talk interview. We got to get into this, man. Salute to my guy from Cigar Talk. He did another dope interview with Frank Martin, man. Frank Martin said some things in here, man. He hit on some good things, man. It's dope build, man. Frank Martin got the biggest fight of his career coming up, and I hear a lot of people asking if the light's gonna be too bright for him and stuff like that. I don't think that's gonna be the determining factor. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna come down to who really the better man and things, simple things like that. But I think he's preparing very well for this fight. I think he's gonna be locked in and focused, man. I like the energy from Frank Martin. There's nothing to really not like. Again, he don't sound like a dude that is not focused. He don't sound like somebody that you need to convince to get in there and do the right stuff. So it's a lot of that stuff you don't gotta worry about with him. He ready. He ready to get in there and fight. And that's what I like. I like the energy. I like when he spoke about the situation with Shakur, regardless of how you feel and what his thoughts is, the ultimate feelings is the fact that they still need to fight, which that's the only thing that matter at the end of the day. The hell with what happened and why he can break it down still because people ask and want to know from his vantage point what happened or what didn't happen that stopped the fight. So, I mean, it's always cool to hear his side of it. But ultimately, what I got from it is he's still willing to fight these guys. And that's what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear him saying, well, he called me this, so I don't want to fight. Frank's still like, look, I want to scrap. You know what I'm saying? You disrespect me, I want to scrap. So I like the energy. We're going to play some of this. I know some of y'all heard it, so y'all bear with me. You know, we do this, reacting live time and again. Salute the Cigar Talk, man. Najee, he be doing great work over there, man. So we're going to rock out.
Coming up, how do you feel? Like, how do you mentally get in that mode to have a big moment like this?
Shit, really, you just gotta, like me, I just gotta switch. You know what I mean? I just gotta switch. You know, like I'm one of them guys that like just one of them opportunities. When it's a big opportunity, it's just some shit that just come out of me. You know what I mean? So big opportunities, you know, I do good at capitalizing off of them.
Yeah. How do you feel that, like, you know, because I think going into every fight, pretty much like, you know, you've been the guy that a lot of your fights, even though, you know, you've had some tough fights, Michelle Rivera and things like that, but like this one, you going into what people are saying you're the underdog, where they're like, a lot of people are expecting Tank to win. Does that change your mentality as far as like?
My bad. You said what's that anywhere where he's going to be at? What's that, Kurt? Which fight you talking about? You talking about Shakur fight, Kurt? Black belt, what's good with it? I think Frank's ego gonna get him stopped. I mean, it's possible, bro. I think that's that same thing that could possibly get him stopped, but probably make it a good fight though, because that whole I ain't laying down temperament, I love it, and I don't think it's fake from Frank Martin. I think it's legit. I think that's him. You know what I'm saying? He a real fighter, win, lose, or draw, and that's just what you want to see. And the fact that he ranked high enough for this to be a real fight and be a fight that makes sense, I like it. I like this fight for him. I don't know. Oh, Tank, nah. I ain't heard nothing about no location yet, but Tank fight. Nope.
Like, how you going into it?
Shit, nah, it just made me go harder. Yeah. You know that the ones who sleep is a lot of people who still sleep. You know, so what better fight can I have to wake motherfuckers up besides this one?
Yeah. Tell me what it was like when you.
And for the record, man, I knew it was something. I knew it. I'm glad I knew it. And this is exactly why sometimes when we see certain tweets and stuff like that, we read into them. When I seen him post this next one, I'm taking to the moon, it immediately made me think he was talking about a Tank Davis fight. Not just that caption alone. He ain't say too much, but I read into it. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, that sounds like you got something big. What other fight would really go to the moon like that? That was saying so. And Frank ain't a big talker, so for him to say that, I'm like, I think he mean what I think he mean. Like, I think he mean the Tank fight, but I'm just glad it's here and it's a good fight, man. And then you just move on. You know what I mean? Rozilla in the building. What's good with it, fam? Right. You get what I'm saying? we be on it, man. We be on it, man. I said that little tweet, man, it said it meant something. So we wasn't wrong. We said Houston, maybe. From the Midwest and Tank being a huge star. Chicago was a great location for the fight. Didn't Calvin Ford say he wanted to fight in Chicago? Yeah, he said that. He wanted to fight in Chicago. He said that. Calvin Ford did say that. For what it's worth, he did say he want to bring a fight to Chicago. You know what I'm saying, LaMarcus? You know what I mean? We be on it. We know sometimes these fighters like to be cryptic and sneaky. And he's just not a big talker. So when you think about that, you like, yo, he not just saying that for no reason. And the timing of it. And then I got a credit because one of the first people that mentioned the fight to me was Ricky Williams. Salute to my brother Ricky Williams. He came through here, and he said the month. He had said Tank and Frank in June. He did come through here. He did a drive-by, and he threw that in the chat. Man, you fast forward to now, and it's like, here we go. So that's another good fight for the sport. At least that's what PVC Ticketmaster saying. Toyota Center locked for the next venue, but the date time is postponed. Interesting. I wonder. I know we'll find out soon enough, though. Ryan is on the Pride House. Ryan, you
At the cold. Like, when niggas hit you, like, it's Tank. What was the vibes? How did you feel?
For real, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting them to take the fight. You know?
Tank side.
I wasn't expecting them to take the fight, so... You know, it was more like a blessing in disguise, you know, like I was thinking it was going to be a different opponent. And I thought he was probably going to vacate the belt or something, but, you know, I guess he, you know, dropped his nuts and he want to bang with me. So, you know.
And so real quick, y'all know I like to pause a little bit throughout, man. He said, see, right off the bat, not only was it fans that was coming through here saying, ain't no way Tank and Frank fighting because he won't go nowhere near him. Because he ain't a flat-footed such and such. We heard the narratives. So we heard people think this fight wasn't going to happen. We hear Frank Martin saying he ain't think he would take the fight. He thought he would vacate the belt. He said he thought Tank would vacate the belt and tell him, you know. So I guess he dropped his nuts. So it's fun, man. Even, you know, Frank thought Tank wouldn't go near him. So that's why I say, man, y'all got Tank messed up, man. I don't see the guy that's been that successful with that talent and skill set being scared, as people put it, to get in here and fight these dudes and challenge itself. So here we are, but let's get into it.
If it's so, don't get it. Nah, for sure.
Yeah, I like how you talking. I like Frank.
I like because it's like, you know, he's coming off I say layoff. Maybe it's been a year and some change for him. He had the jail stint that he was doing or whatever. What do you see that you like?
I used to say, what made him think
you know, this is the face of boxing. If not, you know, him and Canelo, the face of boxing, pound for pound. What do you see that you like?
To them people.
I could capitalize on this.
Shit, just, you know, it's fighting. You know, it's boxing. You know, like every fighter in there, you know, slip up, make mistakes. You know, so I can't say exactly what I see. You know, but you know, he game. You know, he a dog, but. Shit, he ain't the only dog that's out here. You know, anybody could get beat. You know, like anybody can be beat. So it's just one of them things. You know, I feel like I'm ready for everything you got.
All right, but you don't feel like because this is Tank. Like this is one of the ones. Like,
that's the problem. Look,
you feel like that? Like, nigga, this Tank.
No, that's the problem. That's where a lot of times, like fighters, they lose right there because they respect the other fighter too much because of who they are, or if they got this big buzz or this name. Like, fuck that. He's just another fighter that, you know, we gotta lace up and get in there and bang it out. Like, you know, he just got status. You know, he good. He ain't no pushover. He ain't, you know, like just no not good fighter. He a dog, but you know, hey, we all gotta run into dogs eventually.
Right. Now you're right about that.
Like his energy, like the attitude, love the mentality. That mentality puts you in position to win fights. Remember, this is a mental game. Like he I don't think he's saying nothing wrong. He's speaking like a real fighter. Hey man, he's just another man. He ain't no pushover. He acknowledging what he is as a talent, but he like, man, I'm one of them too. So you just gotta like the energy and the mentality, like, and I don't think he's selling it to you because he ain't a big talker. Like I think everything he's saying is genuine. I think this is why it makes for a good fight, because he won't get in there and lay down. He gonna go in there and fight. You get what I'm saying? Which is just gonna make the more he push, the more Tank push again, and the better fight we get. You get what I'm saying? Whoever you want to win, lose, whoever you think win or lose, don't even matter, right? At the end of the day, you got two guys that's really willing to go in there and put it on the line and fight each other and put the skills on the line, put the records on the line, pride, everything, bragging rights, and they going out there to you know what I mean? it's a damn great fight. You get what I'm saying? Frank Martin about to get shredded. Frank Martin gets slapped. Jim was good with he said he gets slapped. It's one of the fights I wanted. Plus, I think it's a tough fight from a layoff for Tank, in my opinion. Respect Frank as a fighter for sure. I love that statement from Frank. Me too. Right, to believe himself. I see Tank stopping him for sure, man. I get it. Frank got a mentality. That's right. Be a fighter. Why would he talk scary? But it's refreshing to hear it, right? Because again, he not a big talker, so I don't think he overselling it. He just letting you know, hey, look, man, this dude nice. He ain't no pushover. Look, he got a name, all that stuff. But look, I'm here. I'm here to fight. And again, that's what he's supposed to say, and that's how he's supposed to feel. But I still love to hear it. I still love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Frank was talking a little bit right here. Frank lose. I still want to see him versus Corey Keyshawn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just because you lose don't mean you can't fight another top guy. Brian lost to Tank. He now raised his hand to fight Devin. Prime example. Keep on fighting. Give us all the fights. You know what I'm saying? At the win, he just got to put up a good fight. Dude, tripping. Sometimes the truth be coming out without people trying to say it, right? You know what I mean? Without people trying to say it, it's funny. Man, that's funny. Let's get back to it.
How do you obviously Tank, I mean, he definitely has some boxing skills, but everybody known for his power, right? Like real explosive power, a lot of knockouts, all of that. What do you feel like you can do that's going to like be able to negate the power factor?
I just feel like, man, for real, like both our styles is just gonna clash. Like he more of a one punch. He can get a fighter up out of there with one big explosive shot. Me, I ain't going in there trying to get you up out of there with one big shot. But you gonna feel when I hit you gonna feel them. Like I can, but that ain't my, that just ain't my style.
Yeah.
But I could play however, however that night go.
Yeah.
I could play it how I want to play it.
Do you envision it? Like in your mind, like how this, when you thinking about it, obviously, you a fighter, you playing it out in your head. Tell us, what does that look like as you playing it up?
What?
Like the fight. Like when you going in, how you play it out when you're envisioning what that's gonna be?
It's really just, game planning. That come from camp. Everything y'all working on in camp. You guys, it's the game plan. Me and Derrick gonna have, and I ain't finna say what it's gonna look like.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna put that out on what it's gonna look like. But it's really just all the work we're gonna put in the gym, and just capitalizing off of everything that we know that's gonna happen while we in there. So really, I can't get a game plan though.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I seen one of your old.
For sure. B-Mac, he said, feel like he's gonna come to the fight, but I also feel like he doubts himself from just seeing the interview. I got Tank. I got it being good fight if Frank can keep up. Yeah, you think he doubting himself? So far, I hear pretty confident dude, unless he said something that I forgot he said, but he sound confident. He sound like, giving those right answers. Like, look, man, I'm coming to fight this dude. You know what I mean? I know what I'm getting in the thing I think that I appreciate from Frank Martin is I think his awareness of knowing what he up against, right? And at least feeling like, from his vantage point, I know what I'm up against. I'm not one of these other dudes that's going in there and not knowing what I'm up against. But at the same time, I'm that and I belong here. So that's what I kind of hear from him. Now that's what I hear from him. I hear a confident dude right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think he going to perform that way. I think he's going to approach the fight that way. I think he's going to fight that way. And again, the more resistance he put up, the harder Tank will have to fight. The more he'll have to go on his bag, the better fight for us. You know what I mean? Whoever you're going for doesn't even matter. When you get fights like this, you got two willing guys that's willing to go in there and put it on the line. Two great skill sets, two real athletic guys, like bro just said. You know what I mean? Both guys with good feet, good reflexes, power. You getting a combination of different things, boxing ability, IQ. That's on both sides of the ring. So I don't see why it can't be an entertaining fight. I understand that Tank Davis obviously got the experience and he fights on that level, but he is the level. So, you know what I mean? That could be advantage him, but at the same time, I don't think the lights are going to be too bright for Frank Martin. I think it's just going to come down to who got the better game plan, who the better man on the night. You know what I mean? The corners, you know what I mean? You got Derrick James going up against Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny, man. It's going to be entertaining to watch. I'm telling you. He said, "No, he sounds confident for sure." Said the Draper Rice said Frank better chill. He might say Cruz part 2. Woo, that'd be tough. It's how he's saying it. Y'all know he's not a big talker, but Tank isn't either. And I never doubted him or heard him doubt himself. Yeah, nah, that's the thing. You can't put that doubt in Tank's head. It's gonna be hard to beat him. I've always said that. It's one of the things I think that has to be present if you are to beat a guy that comes with what he brings to the table. That's just my opinion of it, right? You gotta make, fighters at that level that possess different things that make them great. I think you gotta make them doubt themselves, and they really gotta believe that they can't work it out. You gotta have those moments in there where, you know what I mean, they feel like the fight is in doubt. And if you can't do it, I think they eventually figure it out and beat you or get you out of there. Big Dog Willie back in the super chat. Much love, bro. He said captain in the Haney coat, who was very pro Haney coach. Who I said Frank would KO Tank within 5 rounds. Haney got root against Tank and Shakur. Damn. Say he getting Tank out of there in 5. Shit. Say, damn, he said Frank would KO Tank within 5 rounds.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
And salute to my guy, Big Dog. Well, anything could happen in a fight, but I just think that's unlikely that he puts Tank away in 5. I think Tank got one of the better chins in boxing, especially at that weight class. Chin definitely battle tested, man. He ain't an easy guy to hurt. I mean, people not give Tank credit if he wins. I think Tank gets full credit, man. If you're gonna be Tank versus Hector 2, buddy gonna get his head boxed off. Hardcore boxing news, JBT, and then my brother Jay. What's good with it, Jay? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, Styles definitely made for a great fight. Definitely, I'm not doubting him. Sure, yeah. Now, listen, Styles make fights, man. Styles make fights. Experience, all these different things gonna play a factor on fight night. You know what I'm saying? Experience, fighting at that level. Reflexes, game plan, execution, power, speed. Like, you get what I'm saying? Boxing is a game of inches, distance, and range control. All those different things. IQ. Everything is gonna be tested on the night. They're gonna fight. This is gonna be a real fight, y'all. This is gonna be a real fight. Salute to the Queen Aisha and the Cash App. Always supporting the ground. Salute.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love to the Queen Aisha. Yep, Styles make fights though. Derrick James again. And we gonna see, man. Like I said, I heard that from a solid source as well, man. But like I said, I think Errol Spence himself had confirmed that split from him and DJ. And from him, it ain't gonna be no big PSA. He just gonna probably pop up. And once he get in there and get comfortable, fight will heat up. But you gotta get comfortable first. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Salute to my guy GM in the super chat, man. He said, so he shit on Frank resume and say he was a bum, and then said Frank beats Tank. Damn. That's tough, man.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my guy, Jim. I think that's why I always take the approach of just giving people their just due, right? And they credit. That way you don't got to retract statements and different things like that. Like, you just respect fighters as the fighter that they showed you they are. We know Frank ain't got as many fights as Tank, right? But what he got, about 18? What is it? 19 fights? What is it? One of them. And thus far, he's shown you that he's a winner. You get what I'm saying? He getting there. He figured it out. He got some good punching power, boxing abilities. It's a lot to like about him and his style, right? I think when people automatically dismiss Frank Martin, I think that's a bit of a disservice to him, but that's also them telling you what they expect from Tank Davis as a fighter, right? When they automatically guaranteeing them wins. Like, some do it because they're trying to be so dismissive of his opponent and say, well, he's going to be such a walk in the park. They already know they're going to beat him. So you get what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, man, they two willing participants. They two fighters at the end of the day. And you can't sleep on either guy. You know what I'm saying? We just know what Tank Davis is, and I understand how high the bar is set for him. So I know what people expect. Boxing Dad in the building. What's good, family? So, but I don't think you could dismiss what Frank Martin is just because you expect something from Tank. You get what I'm saying? Because the bar is so high in people's mind when it comes to Tank. I don't think you could be dismissive of what Frank Martin brings to the table. If you just being real boxing fan, you looking at it just because you feel like one guy, that's how you got favorites. I mean, they're going to pick a favorite, right? Favorites are picked for a reason because that's the guy that most people you would think is expected to win, right? But upsets also happen, and that's a big part of boxing, and it's been since the beginning of the time. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, anything can happen. This is why you see the fights. Even though you might have a predetermined outcome, you still need to see the fights. Everybody swore up and down they knew how Spence and Bud was going to play out, right? Everybody swore they knew. All the boxing they watched and all the fights that they seen, that they just felt like they knew how that fight was going to play out, right? And there's a lot of us was wrong, myself included. So I'll be the first to say I was wrong. Damn sure didn't play out how I said. You get what I'm saying? But it just goes to show you, man, boxing is the theater of the unexpected. You put people in the ring for a reason. You get what I'm saying? And it's not like I'm sick of this and like this people are very dismissive of anything outside of that absolute elite level. You get what I'm saying? Frank Martin has earned his right to fight to me. You get what I'm saying? To be a respectable fighter. I just don't get what it is that he can't do that's not going to make this a good fight. You get what I'm saying? This is not no poop putt. He ain't short on skill. He don't lack heart. People was just calling him a dog. He was a dog this and a dog that. All up until this point. Keep that same energy. We don't get to backtrack after you just praise the guy for being a damn good fighter. Now the bar gets it raises when it's Tank. So now all of a sudden he go from all of that good shit to prospect, 30-year-old prospect. He ain't proved nothing. He gonna get beat up. He got all the muscles. Like we don't do that. Hell nah. We was just giving this man all the credit in the world for being a real fighter. You don't get to take all of that back without him even losing and looking bad in no fight. Hell nah. How do you do that? How that work? Ashley's corner was good, Cuzzo. How you feeling? Frank also said that's how sparring was. He said they were fighting. His exact words. And it's going to be a fight, I think, at some point in the fight. So I like Frank Martin and what he was saying. Speak your truth, Frank. I'm here for it, man. And I just know you're going to show up on fight night and you're going to be prepared. You're going to be in shape. I don't see you backing down. It should be real fun for us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we ain't taking away from dudes over here. Not over this way, man. Good fighters get they just do over this way. Frank Martin showed me that thus far. It's like even in fights where you feel like this quote unquote struggle, man, I don't look at it as struggling, especially when a guy is able to figure it out and put some heat on this guy late. And that's what I seen Frank Martin do to Artem late. You get what I'm saying? He took a little bit to figure him out, but once he did and he got going, he started putting hands on Buddy, and he forced dude to take that damn knee. He was putting hands on him. So Frank Martin is a guy that if you overlook and think that is sweet and he can't fight, you will be sadly mistaken. That's what I believe. I don't feel like he's a pushover or walk in the park. I think he come with his set of skills, his temperament, his training, his coach. You get what I'm saying? His corner. They gonna put up a fight, man. They ain't coming here to lay down. If Tank make it look easy, then I think that just says more about Tank at the end of the day. But I don't expect this to be an easy fight for either guy. I expect it to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The better man will win this fight. You know what I mean? Like how Frank that fought Rivera. Frank show up. Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight. You get what I'm saying? Hardcore facts, man. Jay, he that was a damn good fight. He fought Michelle Rivera. It was very smart, surgical, tactical. He, you know what I mean? IQ was on display, footwork, punch selection, punch combinations, like you name it. Frank, you get what I'm saying? Like just picture Frank. Because I'm assuming he's going to be in the best shape of his life. He's going to try to put on the performance of his life. The absolute best that you've seen of Frank Martin is a very, very good fighter, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? Very good fighter. And still got a lot to prove. So I understand the reservations. But if you just go off of what you've seen thus far, you can't say he don't check the boxes, right? You know what I'm saying? He checked the boxes. He can fight. That dude can fight. Ty, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? So I'm ready for the press conference. You know it, bro. You know it. And still TV in the building. Frank's the best opponent Tank faces, and we've seen Tank lose rounds to lesser opponents. That's one thing. You know what I mean? You could say that. B-Ray in the building. He said Errol with Hunter. Cunningham is a fire combination. Those are the trainers that can add to Errol style. Will be interesting. Barry Hunter, great trainer for sure. And Kevin Cunningham, man, he just garnered it. He just he demand that respect, and he get the absolute most out of his guys. And I like both of those dudes. Salute to the queen, Miss Joy. Yeah, Ryan talking about he going for president with these these damn free BBLs, bro. He gotta chill. He gotta chill. This dude will not chill, bro. He gotta relax, bro. Man, this guy's a comedian, and he's dead serious about it too. Sheesh, bro. Goodness, man. Goodness. Frank Obama. Yeah, you don't watch boxing, you say otherwise, right? Yeah, you're a bad boy, man. You can scrap in there, bro. And I understand his levels, but I think they all in the same talent pool, right? Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't care to put one over the other. I just feel like he ain't gonna be somewhere where he can't compete, right? Like, that's, you learn how to fight, you learn how to fight. You get what I'm saying? But Tank is just who he is, man. He got that God-given power, and he got the ability to be able to keep up skillfully with whoever you put him in front of. So this is gonna be a fight to speak of. I think this could be one of the best fights of the year too. I do. Sonny Chiba said, "Damn, Diddy's cribs got raided." Damn, Diddy. Salute to you, man. Salute to Sonny, man. That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm not saying that we couldn't have seen it coming, but let's get back to this, man. Y'all punch that like button for me, man. Pardon me. Y'all know I just went off on my little tangent, man. We back, though. Let's get back to this. Frankie, I need my money. Don't play. Let me get this ad out the way, y'all. Betting all my money on the knockout. Yeah, I hear some people feel like Tank won't knock Frank Martin out. They feel like it's gonna go to decision. I mean, I heard a number of different things. I heard somebody like Hard. I mean, my boy Big Dog Willie just said, he said somebody said Frank gonna get Tank out of there in 5 rounds or less. So you got people that really believe stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got people that believe Tank won't get the knockout. He might get a knockdown. I feel like if he could put you down, he could put you out. I just think like, this is the way I see Tank fights for me, right? The minute that he's able to hit you with consistency is the minute the fight gets very interesting and or entertaining as well. Like, once he get to that point where it's like, all right, he's figured out an avenue to successfully be able to lay a glove on you. You get what I'm saying? I think that's when things get real interesting, because then that's when them heavier shots start coming. You start seeing them letting the hands go. He's a guy that don't throw a whole lot, but once you see him get in a groove, he has a tendency to pick up the punch output just a bit, just enough, and he don't need to be some type of offensive buzzsaw because of the accuracy of the punches. So when you got a guy that's that accurate, I don't need to throw 60, 70, 80 punches around. I don't need to throw 100 punches around even. You get what I'm saying? When I'm as accurate and I hit as hard, right? And he knows how to place his shots, pick his shots well. He set traps very well. He's a very smart guy in there. So it's a lot that he does well that contributes to him getting a knockout or hurting you when he does hit you. You know what I mean? Then punch placement, accuracy, get the torque on his shots, knowing when to throw him, reflexes, timing, all that stuff, man. All that stuff play a factor. So he's very good at it. So again, you don't need 60, 70, 80 punches around for you. You know what I'm saying? He just need to be able to hit you consistently. And once he gets to the point in the fight where that's present, then we'll see what his opponent really made of, because that's when you'll have to answer the most questions against Tank Davis again. And that's how I see it for most fights. He's had fights where he set guys up, but I've seen times more than not, once he gets comfortable and the punches start to come with more consistency, then that's when you're gonna have to answer the questions. And if you can't deal with what he got going on, more times than not, you can't. He can get you out of there. Tank gonna hurt Frankie. Yeah, it's gonna be a damn good fight. See, the gap is in his defense. Arden was tagging Frank body up and slowed him down. Good point, Ty. Good point, bro. Tank can do it the highest level. Seeing Frank Martin can do against Tank, I feel like will be better than most expect. Yeah, it should be a good fight. It should be a damn good fight. They're Wilder too. Right. I just hope Frank can bounce back. He has a habit of ruining careers. Aisha already factoring it in. That's not going to decision. That or he gets super famous. Grinch was good with it, family. Frank will punch you and end up on the side of you and punch you again. He got great feet, Ty. 23 got great feet, bro. And eyes too. Foot placement. It's a lot going on. Frank is athletic, man. He got a bag, is what I'm saying. I just think people look at number of fights and opponents, and then they make their decision, based off that alone. And I think with this fight, you just got to consider that you got a guy in Frank Martin that's willing and able and ready and going to be prepared and believes in himself. He's confident, and he is undefeated too. You get what I'm saying? You're undefeated. He don't know how to lose at this point because he haven't lost as a professional. So he don't know what losing is at this point as well. So you got to factor that in. He still got that quote unquote, what you would call maybe cloak of invincibility, if you will, that fighters tend to have, or that just that level of confidence that's present when you got a guy that's never lost as a professional. And hearing how he's speaking in his interview, it don't sound like he's short on confidence at all. Sound like he feel like he belong here and he ready. Shit, you heard him. He said he thought Tank wasn't going to take the fight. He thought he was going to vacate. He said he finally dropped his nuts. He talking like that. So he thinking Tank wasn't going to take the fight. So I like it, man. Yeah, Artem, and he better than what people think, Rod. They just don't know him, bro. They just don't know him. He got Olympic pedigree and all that. You know what I mean? Artem is a solid fighter, a good fighter. Big dog really back in the super chat. I said Frank IQ is nowhere near Tank's key difference. I get it. Because I wouldn't argue that, but I think what it is as long as he can compete, you get what I'm saying? As long as he can compete, his IQ is high enough where he can compete on a level to make the fight interesting. And if you're not a focused guy, he can beat you. But I wouldn't argue that he has a higher IQ. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Tank prove it a lot more times, and I've seen him do it through a number of weight classes. So it would be hard for me to argue that, which I wouldn't even argue it anyway. So I get it. But I think what I'm saying is you got a valid opponent in front of him. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's not a handful of guys that you can say would have been a better option, Ray.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my guy, Big Dog. Well, B-Max said who I got. Man, it's hard to go against Tank. Like I said, I've seen him prove it so many times, bro. So I'm just understanding. I see things on both sides. Like I can see, boxing is, you got to have your best night of your life damn near every night. And, Frank Martin is the kind of fighter that if you have less than a stellar performance, he could creep up and beat you. I'm not saying that's going to be Tank, but that's the risk you run. That Frank Martin is good enough to do that. That's not somebody that you can go in there and just prepare halfway and overlook and just say, you know what, I'm just going to walk through him. That's not the case. So I think he deserves a little more respect than what people giving him. Now, regardless of who I think is going to win being Tank, is because I simply seen him prove it more, and I do math. You know what I mean? If it was the shoe on the other foot, and it was Frank Martin, who I've seen prove it more times than not and fight at the level, then I would probably be leaning towards him too. But you got a Tank Davis, man. You bring that rare combination of that God-given power with elite level boxing skill. You know what I'm saying? Being able to keep up with anybody they put in front of you. A complete fighter. It's tough to go against that. You know what I mean? And you haven't seen people. I'll speak for me. I haven't seen people win enough rounds to make me feel like, you know what I mean? Like this is a fight he won't be able to figure out. But I think it'll be more competitive than what people think early, for sure. Justified Frank asks for a bigger piece of the pie against Shakur. Yeah, they do, because this the fight that you were supposed to take, you know what I mean? And make. And he did it. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, A1. I'm gonna be here. We're gonna get back into this interview. I'm gonna try to not stop it so much. Frank dropping Virgil on the amateurs and winning adds depth to the type of talent. Yeah, that he has. Some people don't understand how good he is. That's what I'm saying, Bole. Facts. Frank weak to the body. I just think the body can make a boy out of all men. It can make a boy about you. You know what I'm saying? I think it could make the toughest man fold. JQ Alden said Martin better concentrate till Tank knock him out. Damn. Salute to JQ. Salute to you, fam. Tank has one of the highest boxing IQs in boxing for sure. Shakur, Bud, CANELO, Fury are slightly there for sure. Creole, the traveler in the building, was good with it, fam. It's a big fight for Tank. Being out the ring for a while. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Frequent. You get a salute to my bro. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's some things you got to factor in. So it's just not going to be some walk in the park, but it's not supposed to be. Like, this is your equivalence. Tank is coming off a layoff. This ain't a tune-up fight. This is not, Frank Martin is not a tune-up for nobody. I don't care what nobody said. Calling him a tune-up or thinking he a tune-up is crazy. He's definitely not that. That's a real challenge. And you taking him coming off a layoff. That's real. It's going to be a real fight, man. But I just don't think it's not something that Tank can figure out. And the fact that that man was 138 pounds this far out from a fight that he already got is wild to me. I think he's going to be laser focused. I think Frank Martin he cut up his hair. The dude be focused, laser focused. He putting in dog work. That's going to make for a great fight when you got two people doing everything they're supposed to do to make the game. Make the fight a real fight. That's how it's supposed to be. Man, salute to my guy, Fight Game. That's how I like to be. You know what I mean? That's how a fight's supposed to be. That's how I'm looking at that. It ain't just the X's and O's in the ring. It's preparation. People don't. I ain't saying I'm in the gym with either one of these dudes, but I'm simply saying every single time you see Frank Martin, he is putting in the kind of work that makes a guy successful when he step inside the square circle. Tank Davis has been gotten that discipline issue down pat years ago, and he been focused ever since. And you've seen it transition into win after win after win. It's translating into win after win after win. Then when you hear that, we hearing what the date could be, but the fact that he is 138 pounds this far out from a fight, it ain't gonna be no overtrained. That's laser focus. He understand. He get it. I think he living the right lifestyle and he embracing what it is to be a top level fighter. And as long as he do that, he is going to be very hard to beat. That's all I'm saying. Everybody can be beat, but he's going to be very hard to be beat because he putting the work in. He's preparing. Preparation is going to matter. Both of these dudes is going to prepare at a high level, and which I think is going to lead to a high level fight. And may the best man win. And I think Tank is the real deal. Frank Martin is too. And like bro said, whether he lose or not, I still want to see him fight Shakur. Still want to see it. You get what I'm saying? Still want to see it. He said, do I think Frank gets stopped? I do. I think Tank gets the stoppage. I do. I think Haney could beat Frank. That'd be a damn good fight too. Buster and Holyfield had to beat up Tyson, and I think that's the only way Frank could beat Tank. One punch ain't gonna do it, right? You gotta beat him up. That's a great point. That's a great point, Mike. That's a great point, bro. The fight Frank gonna bring his A game, and I hope I hope he find a nice spot to lay that deep for the win is savage. Yeah, I think he gets stopped though. I think Tank gets the job done just because I think he's special in that regard, and I think the combination, the power is God given. But I think his box ability and his ability to set traps and set up the KO shot is what makes Tank special. And again, I think the mistake that people keep making is they think he's sitting there waiting for one big shot. I think he sets the shot up. It might look that way, but I don't think in his mind, he yeah, you know what? I'm going to just wait for this one big shot and I'm going to get him out of there. I don't think that's the case. And I think that's where people, they kind of missed the mark with Tank. They might see it as him just sitting there waiting for one shot. I think he's setting the shot up, and I think he set traps very well and gets his man. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Wait, Frank tune up my Arkham late. Should open the eyes to the type of talent he is. Turned up on Artem late. I said that, Bole. You get what I'm saying? They missed it because they were so stuck on the early rounds where it was competitive. They didn't pay attention to the whole fight, Bole. They don't remember him. Once he got it going and figured it out, he turned up on dude. He started turning up. And again, those rounds where he quote unquote struggled was the rounds he was not listening to Derrick James. When he got back to listening to his coach, he went out there and shortly produced a knockdown later. You get what I'm saying? The dude is a real talent, bro. You just can't overlook him. You got to give him the credit. People got to separate what you expect and how you see things with what the reality is, because those not always the same thing. Your expectations and reality might be different. You expect Tank to just go in there and knock him out and do this and that. That's because of what you've seen out of Tank. So I get it. But at the same token, What have you seen from Frank that make you deny that he's a damn good talent and a real challenge for anybody that you get in the ring with? You have no evidence to support that he can't be a challenge. If he'll win, that's another story. But that's why we make these fights. That's why they had these fights, right? That's why we see the fights. We know who we think gonna win. We know who we feel like is expected to win, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the person that's gonna win every time. So again, these are one of them fights that boxing should make. And they giving it to us. Whenever they give us a fight, I think they should give us, I'm going to salute it. I think this is one of them for a number of different reasons. Frank ain't think he was going to take it, and a lot of different people ain't think he was going to take it, and here it is, man. Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie. Back in the super chat, he said, Tank KO Frank. Haney Cole says the tune-up. Hey, they can't take nothing from him. Shit. If I know Ryan I know Ryan look like he's had better training camps and better days, but Devin Haney knock out Ryan Garcia, he gonna get credit for it from me for sure.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Can't call him a tune-up because Frank Martin realistically is in that contender space. When people tell me that he's a prospect, all I do is tell me that you're really not paying attention to boxing and you're looking for a reason to shit on him. Get what I'm saying? Frank is not a tune-up, and Calvin said himself, this is not a fight I want Tank fighting coming off a layoff. He said when Tank and Frank got leaked. Oh, yeah, salute the hardcore. Salute. Yeah, Coach Calvin, you get what I'm saying? Coming off a layoff. It's a dangerous fight. Again, CJ, he coming from a coach's perspective where he sees the full picture. We just being fans, we just looking at or the people that's dismissing. I ain't even put myself in that pile. The people that's just 100% dismissive of Frank Martin is not considering the fact that Tank is realistically coming off a layoff. Frank Martin been on the active side of things. I forget it last time he been around. I have to look. But that's not a tune-up type of fighter, and it's a dangerous fight for anybody that's coming off a layoff. It's a real challenge. Like I just don't see why people don't look at it that way. Get what I'm saying? These dudes ain't Superman. You still got to get in there and have a fight, man. He gonna have to perform. You get what I'm saying? Tank ain't looking at this dude as no walk in the park. I'm sure of it. Knockout by 6 or 7 for Tank. Book it. I salute the JQ. I feel you. Believe this is gonna be Tank's best performance. It could be, man, running around 138 pounds like he ain't got no sense. You know what I mean? But man, that's if staying ready so you ain't got to get ready as a person, that's Tank Davis right now. And I think that brings the absolute best out of him. That's my honest opinion. Salute to my bro Keller. Say 8-ounce gloves, no headgear. Bye, friend. Bye. Rock-a-bye, baby. Can't wait to see KO prediction video for this one. No, it's gonna be a good one. Salute to my guy, Fight Game. KO always bring them dope predictions, man. Frank just had the wrong idea early on against Artem. He did. I think he pressed a little bit too early, Bole. I think he was over relying on the athleticism, and he pushed the pace more than it needed to be pushed. I think mentality, he was in his own head. And the reason why I said that, because I caught a little clip that stuck in my head in the fighter meeting where he was like, I ain't going to be the nice ghost. I'm bringing the dog out this fight. And in my mind, I feel like Frank Martin is already that dog. And I felt like in that fight, he might have felt like he needed to bring an extra element of dog that he ain't been showing for his fights, but I don't think he had to do that. And I think in the moment, he kind of maybe overthought the moment for a little bit. I think he tried a little bit harder early, like pressed the fight sooner than he needed to. And I think his time and his distance and things was off because he wasn't as relaxed as he typically is, and he wasn't listening to Derrick James. If you don't believe, just go back and watch that fight. If you could find it in between them rounds, Derrick James was getting on his ass, and he even said it. He wasn't listening. And I noticed when he did get back to listening, you seen him figure out Artem a little bit more. He turned it up and he got a knockdown late. You get what I'm saying? So it's just more of him staying focused, listening to his trainer and what got him there. You can't abandon what got you there. And I think he was just, you know what I mean? It happens. He had some moments that he had to figure out. He was able to do it. He righted the ship and he got the win. The top 35 fighting off a year layoff. Yeah, no way this is a tune-up. Get what I'm saying, Rod? It's irresponsible for people to be pushing that. Definitely a hard fight, especially after 15-month layoff. You get what I'm saying? Let me get back to the rest of it too, man. Pardon me, y'all. Salute to the Queen Shower and the Cash App, always supporting the grind as well. Much love and appreciation.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Remo said people looking at Tank organizing the attack and giving rounds up versus him getting beat up and losing rounds. We ain't seen that man get dominated yet and throw a lucky punch. That's what I'm saying, man. You just don't get luck. You don't get lucky 27 times. You get what I'm saying, Remo? You just don't get lucky 27 times. And I said it before, one of the more impressive things about him as a fighter is he find different ways to produce the same result. And I know that sounds crazy, right? But again, you know, more times than not, the result is going to be a knockout, but it's different ways. And Leo went to sleep against his will. You get what I'm saying? Ryan took a knee like Tim Tebow with his rib punch halfway through his back. Hector Garcia was legally blind. He couldn't see. You get what I'm saying? Temporary short-term memory loss. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm just making jokes, but realistically, like, look at those knockouts. Rolly, he shook his brain with one shot and got up out of there. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's always your money's worth, and it's always entertaining. Again, every time I seen Frank Martin in the ring, he's entertaining too. He's not a boring fight. And again, he's a guy, once he figures it out, he's very impressive, and he got a bag of his own. So again, I'm always about good fights, and I think it's a good matchup stylistically. I do. Gertz, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Frank said he didn't have Tank fight secure when he's in negotiation with Shakur. He said it was all about the money, right? And I ain't mad at that either. I ain't mad at it. That's why I'm glad, like, when the situation was going on, I'm glad I ain't never call him a duck. So I ain't got to retract nothing. I never called Frank Martin a duck. He just wanted that little and I think he got that with Tank, and it's cool. We got to fight now. Mike Kirkman back in the super chat. Salute to my bro, man. He said, Devin Ryan, Tank versus Frank, the fight for grown-ups. In my opinion, I'm telling you, the fight for real fight fans, where you just like, yeah, them two real fighters, they're going to put on a real fight. Sometimes people can't get past who you think or expect to win or lose, Mike. What the reality is, it's still a good fight. It don't matter. Just because you think you know who's going to win don't mean it's any less of a good fight. That just tells me what the expectation level is for one of the fighters involved in the fight. So if you're a guy that's completely dismissive of Frank Martin, that's you telling me how good you think Tank is as a fighter and a talent. That's all that is. So it's one or the other. So either way, either which way, whether you hating on this fight, you still giving him his just due, because you telling me how good you think he is. You get what I'm saying? And if you're not being a hater, then he's going to get his just due, because you're going to just look at it as a real fight that it actually is.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right. Salute to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you, my bro. He said 138, 2 months before the fight means more time to sharpen knives and game planning. No fat camp. You get what I'm saying? All game planning, skills, you know, breaking down film. Like what Coach Kenny say? He's studying that man's skulls. Peace and blessings to the Queen Shower. Appreciate you in the Cash App, Queen. A rain of peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? This ain't 50-50. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. Look, it's tough, right? It's tough because I don't know what makes, you know, in some people's eyes a fight 50-50, right? But I know there's some things like experience and number of fights that people are looking at, the level, the stage, right, that Tank's been operating at. And you obviously look at Frank Martin as a guy that's not operated on such a stage. You've seen if you've been watching his fights and you ain't just, you know, stumble across Frank Martin, you've been watching him for the years built up to this point. You've seen the fights he had. You've seen fights where he had little issues here or there, and he's figured it out. So, I mean, you just looking at the body of work. One guy has just been at that level because he is the level. He is the stage. One guy, every time he fights somebody, he's going to be God's biggest fight, if you look at it that way. So it's a different – the bar is realistically, it's just different with those guys. But that's just that. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you strip it down, fighting is fighting. When you look at what Frank Martin is able to do or what you feel like he can't do, there's not a whole lot in the ring when it comes to boxing that he's not capable of doing. You get what I'm saying? He's more than capable of putting up a good fight. You get what I'm saying? He got the elements that make up a great fighter, that make up a damn good fighter. You get what I'm saying? He don't have the wins and different things that call him great, but as a extremely, you know, talented fighter, I think he's shown you that thus far. You get what I'm saying? It's a number of different things he do well that help you understand that this is going to be a good fight. You get what I'm saying? I don't have no reason to be, not to be. Again, I can see past what I feel like my expectation is, or who I feel like is going to win or not going to win. That doesn't mean it's not going to be a good fight. And again, you still make the fights because, you know, it was a fight that happened a while back that some people were very adamant of one guy winning and one guy winning one-sidedly, and we just didn't see that. So don't give me that this is just an open and shut case and this ain't a fight that's going to test Tank in some way, shape, or form. Coming off of what, 15-month layoff, as y'all said. Frank Martin ain't no damn tune-up fight. He ain't no prospect. He more closer in that contender space. He literally about to compete for a belt. So that's just knowing better. Like, it's solid. That's all I can say. Solid fight. Potential matchups for the 5 versus 5 between Matchroom and Queensberry. That's dope. Picked out a weight class, and I'm sure you saw already. I heard about it, Gertz. I heard about it. I didn't see that they was picked, though. I didn't see that. Coach Kenny measuring them forearm. I'm telling you, everything. 50-50 to me is if I don't pick a favorite. Yeah, I mean, but you know what? I think they always pick a favorite. And I don't think that, to me, that don't determine it, right? Because that's the case. I mean, we all felt like people said for the longest, Errol and Bud was 50-50. Some people said it wasn't, but for the most part, they called that a 50-50 type of fight. And that had a favorite, right? Terrence Crawford was obviously the favorite in the fight, right? But I mean, to me, I just look at skill sets, right? That Vegas odds and you know who picks favorites, that's gonna be financially motivated, right? Favorites and this and that, right? The money, follow the money, it'll tell you a lot. But for me, I look at skill set, right? Talent. You look at a number of different things, the level that they fought on, all that. But then more so than anything, you look at the fighter and what is it that he can and can't do in the ring. That's how I look at it. And you look at Frank Martin. Can't say everybody has flaws, but that's normal. But it's not a lot that he can't do in there, right? You can see him fighting on the back foot. You can see him coming forward, man. He gave you lateral movement. He could change levels in there. He can go to the body. You get what I'm saying? He can set traps. He's a patient fighter. You get what I'm saying? He throws good combinations. There's a lot of things that you can do, put yourself in position to win a fight. But Tank Davis is just a wild card because he can end the fight with any shot. And I'll say this: if Tank Davis wasn't maybe the puncher that he is, maybe people would feel differently about the fight. See, I think a lot of the reason people feel the way they feel in terms of who's going to win, because they know that man got that stopping power. He got that NyQuil, that melatonin. Like, you get what I'm saying? That put you to bed, that they know it. Like, so I think people expect at some point he'll be able to land said shot or enough of those shots to get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But just think about if he wasn't this KO artist, but just with the same exact skill set, you might be able to see why this fight still is comparable for as long as it lasts. It's not like every shot he lands is going to be a knockout shot, right? It's going to be a good fight. Frank Martin know what he's getting himself into. It's good that, you know, they got a sparring experience to go off of, and you know, it's not the end all be all, man. He got some confidence in there, man. Like, and he spoke on it in his interview that I'm about to get back to, and I'm gonna try to not stop it, man. I think it's fought the dumbest opponents, and Frank ain't that. See, I think everybody's fought some of them guys. I just think his opponents are better than what people give credit for. Joe was good with it. He say finally fight real comp. I don't think this is the first time he fight real comp. I just think maybe when it comes to 35, this is the best fight that he's had at 35. Maybe you can say that, but I think in terms of his career, I think he has plenty of fights that you just got to give credit for if you're really just looking at it from a boxing standpoint, right? The boxing novice in the building. Your Frank is not a walk in the park. He had a late start, but he got hands. That is true. True indeed. Seen something earlier. They said diamonds. Yeah, I got that in the description, bro. I don't know if people ever read the descriptions or pass the title, but that's something I wrote in there. Carlos Adames said he's willing to go to Puerto Rico and 68 to fight Edgar Berlanga. He wants to fight him in Puerto Rico, should I say. Frank Martin better than Ryan Garcia? Skillfully, I think so. Al Booker, absolutely. Legacy defined. What's good with the family? I absolutely think he's better than Ryan Garcia. And then everybody still got to replay this live. I'll salute to my guy, Legacy Define. Appreciate you, family. Y'all smash the like button. We're going to get back to this this build from Frank.
Really, I can't get a game plan, though.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I seen one of your old interviews, you know, doing my research, looking at all the stuff, and I know you said this is some years ago. So this is before the Tank fight was in fruition. You said if I got a fight team, I'm gonna box him because he be losing rounds early on, and I think I can box him in that way. Is that something that you feel like is, what you got to do in that way?
Yeah, I could box him. I could box him. I could bang with him. I feel like I can mix it up with him.
Frank, you gonna bang with him?
I ain't gonna just bang with the nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
I got to make it clear. Frank ain't no dummy.
I can switch it up. I got a little bit of everything.
Right? You do.
I can box. I can bang.
Frank is versatile.
Who I am as a fighter. I can box, bang.
You can mix it up.
I can take a punch. I can give a punch. So everybody got to realize he in there with me too. I'm just people sleeping on me. He in there with me too.
I like it, Frank.
When we get in there, he gonna respect what I'm bringing.
Yeah.
It ain't just finna be he finna come through and just push a nigga over. I ain't going.
I mean,
Frank Martin funny. I like
your career for some time, and
feel me, you sleep my guy.
Improve every fight. I feel like I've been able to see that. Like you thinking in there, I can see like just the IQ's been getting better. How do you feel like that? Like on your side, like you feel better now as you've been going along, and just in terms of like learning.
Yeah. I feel like every fight I improve in some area. It might be. Like my last fight, I improved, like from the last fight on certain things I need to fix or, tighten up on. So every fight be different, but I do feel like every fight that I didn't have, I got better from the fight.
So tell me about the last fight, because Artem, that was the first time I heard of Artem. It was a tougher fight than we've seen before, but I give this guy a lot of credit in terms of, like I said, the name wasn't up there, but when I'm watching him, I'm like, damn, this dude was a tough fighter. You ultimately won and did your thing. I think that was one of the fights that I felt like was that's probably your most difficult fight to date that I saw. What do you feel like made that one, I guess, more difficult than any of the other ones?
It was just, it was just one of them nights for me. Like, dude was awkward, and like everybody's so hype on names. There's a lot of fighters who big right now who wasn't Olympians. He plays, he got a medal in the Olympics.
Sure.
So a lot of people be sleep on that. But dude was just, he was awkward. But outside of that, it was
motivated
on my end that I wasn't able to be all the way at my best that night. Weight cut, a lot of different things. Mental.
Yeah.
It was just one of those type of fights. But I had to
tough
down
weight
and
cut.
I had to do my thing. But
I got tanked, bro.
I got the job done.
Just because he's proven it more times.
That defense.
All right. So tell me, because I feel like you ain't really get the full credit. My man Jordan in the building. Shout out to Jordan. I was telling him earlier. I feel like you ain't get the full credit for when you beat Michelle Rivera. Because it was like
shout out to Marquise
hindsight
Taylor,
looking at it. At the time, he was going crazy. Like as far as what he was doing, you beat him pretty easy. But I feel like you don't necessarily get the credit. Is that something you feel like you didn't?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If it's at that time when I fought him, a lot of fighters weren't trying to fight him.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So, like, even with that fight, like, I wasn't supposed to take that fight. Everybody say, oh, it's too early.
Oh.
Not me saying I wasn't supposed to take it, but everybody like, oh, it's too early, or you ain't ready, or all right, I'm gonna show up every time.
I like his energy.
I'm gonna show up. There's some shit that's inside of me. Yeah. I'm gonna show up every time.
I ain't gonna lie, that was the fight that, to me, that was the coming out party where it was like, we knew he was good, but then because you beat him so easy that it was like, oh shit, like, and
Michelle Rivera fight. You gotta punch that like button for you, bro, man.
Hold on, how did you feel when you got that news? Like, oh, this nigga took the shit for me.
Shit, I mean, I don't know. I ain't really trip on it because I ain't find out this shit until like 2 months later.
Oh, okay.
So like after the fight.
Yeah.
Like when it came out that he had got suspended or whatever.
Yeah.
And got fined and all that. So I ain't know, but he had to do something for me. It ain't helping.
Did you? Yeah, I'm about to say it didn't help at all. But did you feel anything in there?
Yeah, that's that. They talking about it now.
It looked very easy, but obviously looking and being in it is different. Did you feel like, oh, like this guy got power, or this was like, did you feel that in there?
I got you covered, Kelly.
Yeah, he had respectable power. He had respectable power, but it wasn't like that fight was like, it was easy for me.
Yeah.
It was just because the game plan that we worked was just so on point that it was just easy.
Key word, y'all. Let me go back. Listen to what he said.
Oh, this was like, did you feel that in there?
He had respectable power. He had respectable power.
Listen to why he said it was so easy.
That fight was like, it was easy for me.
Yeah.
It was just because the game plan that we worked was just so on point that it was just easy. You know, I stuck to the game plan. Everything we worked in the gym, I brought it out and did it in that fight, and it was working.
Yeah. You see that? Now y'all see why I said in the Artem fight, it wasn't the case. Do y'all see exactly why I said he wasn't listening to Derrick James? You could hear some of the instructions in between the rounds. You could see the energy over there, and you can tell the points where he quote unquote struggled was the moments where he was not listening to the trainer and following the game plan. Did you hear why he said Michelle Rivera was so easy? You know what I mean? Because the game plan we worked on, you get what I'm saying? Just felt like it was So case in point, when you listening to the guy that got you there and you execute the game plan that y'all worked on, you put yourself in the best position to win. And Frank Martin is one of them. And that's exactly what he's going to have to do from start to finish against Tank to give himself the best chance possible to actually win the fight, not just be competitive. Because again, being competitive is one thing, but he ain't just coming to be competitive. He actually trying to win. So that's what he got to do from start to finish. You got to be on his A game. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a guy in there that can in the fight at any given point. So he got to bring it, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. I just wanted to point that out, as y'all heard me say that about Frank Martin. When he doesn't listen to Derrick James, he has a tougher time. When he's listening, he has a tendency to be a very, very polished, very good fighter and tough to deal with. So we're gonna see how he coming, fight night. You know what I mean? I expect him to be sharp though for this fight. He gonna need to be.
Literally everything.
For sure. Back to Tank real quick. I mean, y'all got some history, you know what I'm saying? Sparring session.
Appreciate
Listen,
niggas
are saying that was a legendary sparring session. You know what I mean? And I know the rules. We don't really talk too much about sparring. But
well, you about
from
to talk
what I heard,
about
what the streets were saying, they were saying that you caught Tank with a shot, and he got mad and wanted to like fight no gloves off. Is that true? Like, what was happening in that moment?
At the end of the sparring, like they had to break it up. Like Floyd and them. Floyd, it was a few people in the gym, quite a few people in the gym. They ended up having to break it up. So we only did for a round. So at that last round, they broke it up. So like I'm thinking niggas finna bang like outside. Get active. Yeah, like I'm thinking we is. So I hurry up, get out the ring, go change my clothes, and then I get interviewed as soon as I come back. Yeah. And I'm like looking like where I'm thinking they was gonna try to sneak me or something, but it was a little off, like. It was just off. He was just, he got in there and then thought he was gonna do me how he was doing all his other sparring partners. He was hurting all them other fighters. It was a lot of fighters out there around that time. He was hurting. Yeah. But I feel like he thought he was gonna do me how he did them. And it wasn't. I wasn't going. He know.
Yeah. Hold up. Do you feel like is this stuff that you take from that gives you I don't say the confidence necessarily, because as a fighter, you're supposed to be confident, but did you take something from that make you feel like, oh, well, going into this fight, I already know what I can do because of that?
Nah, hell no. Because, fighters get better. Yeah. Fighters get better, and then, too, you set yourself back when you just, I did this and think you could do it again. A lot of times, you do something to somebody once, they be more.
CANELO, I was trying to let him live, big dog. I was trying to let him live. I was letting him live on that. I caught my air too. I was like, huh? Hold on. You was in? Okay. All right, never mind. I was trying to let him live. Look, Tank ain't the fastest starter. It's been a layoff. I think it'll take some rounds for the fight to even start to take shape. So I could see for me, and look, I do see it's a chance that Frank could make it to the decision, right? But I see a knockout happening. If a slow starter mixed with layoff, take a few rounds again to the fight, I could see Frank putting up some resistance, being competitive, having his moments as well. Maybe he gets about 8. I say even a later knockout, maybe 8 to 10, maybe. I might be saying too much, but 8 to 10, maybe. And I ain't good at predicting the rounds, but I may be 8 to 10. A knockout in between that point. Man, has anybody seen the practice video? Which practice video? Yeah, but I say maybe a later stoppage. But yeah, Kello, I was letting him live. Saturday about the fight, we go change the codes. Makes no sense. Yeah, I was wondering. Seeing Ant McQueen says, I think Tank is whatever he needs to be. We've seen him come out blazing a bit earlier in his career, so the capacity for fast start is there. Yeah, facts. If he need to be, and that's why I say the combination of skill set with the boxing ability and that power, the IQ, experience, patience, just understanding himself as a fighter. I just think can make him a complete handful for anybody. I think Tank on a whole new program. He on that take his respect tip now, since niggas get passes for doing the same ish. They accuse him of just do. Yeah, no slow starts there straight. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, he gonna hurt something, man. It's just gonna be a fun fight to watch, man, and see them get into it. Damn, my bad, yeah. Let me get back to it real quick. Let me see. All right, yeah, let me get back to it.
Again, you know, a lot of times you do something to somebody once, they
Son
be,
of
they
God,
be
my
ready
guy.
for
What's
you,
good with the
prepared.
family?
So,
How you feeling, bro?
You know, I don't
good to see you in the building, family.
Look at it like that. You gotta always stay on point.
Hold up, did he hurt you in the sparring? I feel like I seen him say you saw that interview?
Big cap. Big cap.
I know you seen that interview.
Yeah, I seen it. He said something.
So maybe hurt him like I did before.
Big cap. Big cap. He know what's happening. That's big cap.
Yeah.
Floyd, big cap.
Is this recorded? Because we in the era now where niggas be posting sparring just coming out and all of that.
I mean, I'm sure I know it's some footage out there.
Somewhere.
Like, yeah, for sure. Showtime crew was there. They was on the ring. You know, there was other people around. I seen something. They say it's a video that surfaced. Somebody got the video.
Yeah.
You know, and they was watching it. But
did Floyd say anything to you, like after that or post that or anything? Did he say anything to you that you took from that experience?
I actually was working with Floyd around that time. Like, he was working with me on the mitts and stuff.
Oh wow.
And then like after the sparring, he actually had this rapper, I forget the dude's name, dark skinned dude, got dreads. He always be with Floyd. Young dude. You know what I'm talking about? Young dude. He always be with him, be rapping. He's an artist.
Hold on, he made the Money Team anthem, the Money Team. That joint?
Young dark skin dude.
Young dark skin dreads.
Yeah, like
Free
right there, he like,
Free
Floyd like hey, Floyd asked me like, when you leaving? Because I wasn't even supposed to be working when I was out there. I went out to Vegas looking for a spot because around that time I was gonna move to Vegas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just was popping into the gym because every time we go out to Vegas, I pull up to Floyd gym or whatever.
Yeah.
So me working, I wasn't even supposed to be sparring while I was there. So I was using Floyd gear.
See, Tank said, keep talking, I'm going to upload the video.
He had a dude who raps, and he had him come up to me and ask me when I was leaving. I was leaving the next day. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm finna leave tomorrow or whatever. And he like, man, come back and like we seen today. And he was just like, out of sight, out of mind.
Right. So, right.
They been knowing me before. Yeah.
Hold on, so tell me, what was it like when you hitting mitts with Floyd? You know what I'm saying, nigga, because that's Floyd. Like, I'm from the era. This is my generation's GOAT right here. So, like, when you hitting the mitts with Floyd and you interacting with him in that way, what's going through your mind? Like, how do you feel? What did you take from that?
Shit. You get in there and you overdo something because you trying to like show what you got. Yeah.
Hit nigga extra hard.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to overdo it. Yeah. It's like, relax, chill.
Sure, right.
So then I got the chilling or whatever. But we was flowing. We only worked like, I think me and Floyd only worked like once. We only worked once on the mix. But that day it was cool. For him to even get me on the mix.
I'm going to play some more of this. Let him get to a little bit more.
Switching gears a little bit. Obviously, you signed to Man Down Promotions, Errol Spence. I want to know about that. Like, when was the first time that y'all connected on some like, let's talk about actually doing business together?
It was, so he would hit me up. He would hit me up on like Instagram, just like he'll see me working out and stuff, and just tap in with me, like, stay focused, you got it, little stuff like that. And then I ended up coming out. My cousin Devin Smith played for the Cowboys.
I know, right? CANELO. He said, I heard him. They know what's up. He said he heard Tank like that. So keep talking. I'm
EJ and Derrick. I'm Like EJ left-handed. I like the style, all that.
Knew the last time he uploaded a video that broke the internet, bro. The last time a video got uploaded.
So he like, all right, we're gonna make it a reality. So I ended up going to that Ocampo fight EJ had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I met him at the 18, no, not the AT&T, at the Star. They had like the little viewing or whatever they had at the Star. I pulled up, met EJ personally for the first time there.
Yeah.
And then Derrick or whatever. And I just told him I wanted to train with him. And at that time I never trained with him because we had a fight and everything. But I came back to Texas. I had a sit down. It was me, Derrick, and my cousin. We had that sit down with Derrick. And then he was just like, asked me what I was trying to do, where I was trying to take it.
Yeah.
Shit. It was just like he'd train me. See what I got, he'd train me.
Oh, Derrick said this.
Yeah. Basically, you know, see what you got.
Yep.
So really after a few fights, probably like I was gonna fight Duno. So before I fought Duno,
yep.
EJ wanted to sign me like for that Duno fight. You know, so
that's when it happened. It happened.
Yeah.
Hold up. So what made you want to sign? Because I think I don't say necessarily unconventional because we've seen it before, but like as opposed to saying like, all right, I'm gonna go with Top Rank or Golden Boy, like one of the promoters that's bigger, but you signed to a fighter, an active fighter, especially at that time, who, you know, EJ on top of the world or whatever the case is. What made it that you felt like that was a deal that made sense for you?
Just cause like it was a lot of people trying to sign me in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
But it was a lot of bullshit, you know, from managers to certain promoters or whatever. So like with EJ, like before I even signed with them, they had gave me certain opportunities, you know, bigger opportunities that nobody was trying to give me. Like they were trying to, you know, they were trying to fuck me on certain opportunities, but EJ and them was giving me opportunities with nothing signed, no paperwork, no nothing.
Right.
So,
see,
you know, it just
another
makes
reason
sense,
why that
you know,
man
like,
in truth,
like,
man, looking out for other fighters.
So, you know,
let's do that.
You know, I'm
EJ real.
How involved is he? Because, you know, the fans like to try to understand the business now. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of fans and shit. How involved is he with regard to decision making for what you're doing, right? Like, so like, let's just say this fight with Tank. Is this something like
a real one, man.
You got to go to E and get clearance, or you got to speak and be like, yo, let's do this next? Like, how does that work in terms of y'all business?
We really just like a rap, you know, like we just rap. Like he had a game plan for me. It ain't work, you know, when it didn't end up falling through. But for the most part, like me and him, I told him what I wanted or whatever. I've been told him, you know, so they went to him probably with the opportunity and he came to me with it. And I'm like, let's get it, you know, like, so like he always just communicate with me and ask me what I think, you know, do I want it? If I don't want it, you know, like we always communicate about it.
Right, for sure.
What's up.
What you said he had a game plan. What was his? Are you referring to the Shakur fight? Was that the game plan?
Yeah, that was the game plan. You know what I mean? But
okay,
get that belt, and then you know we was gonna get another. You know, we was gonna get the Tank fight.
Yeah.
But that Shakur fight didn't go through because I wasn't happy with what I was getting paid.
Well, why is that? Because obviously at that time you took a lot of heat. You know, the internet was killing you, and you one of them guys like you don't really say too much on the internet, so. And you know how this shit work. Like the narratives are gonna go when people don't necessarily hear from you. So it turned into you ducking. That was the narrative that was happening. What do you feel like was, you know, from your perspective, where it's like, all right, cool, I got this fight, they offered me this amount of money. What made it feel like it wasn't good enough for where you was at that moment?
At that moment, just cause the magnitude of the fight, you know, who I'm fighting. You know, like come on, like the money there. You know what I mean? And then, like, I know who I am and where I want to be. So it was just a lot that I was fighting outside of just that. You know, I'm going over to another network. You know, I got to deal with them judges. A lot of different scenarios. You know, so it was just one of them fights I just wasn't feeling. You know, I just wasn't feeling how all the odds was gonna be against me, and then the money that was being offered to me, I wasn't feeling that. If it would have been more money, I would have took that. You know, we would have fought.
Right.
But what about the people that say, all right, well, this would have been the most money you ever made in your career?
Why they worried about my money? Why they worried about my paper? You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting in there fighting. Let me go in there and walk out happy with what I'm getting paid. Well, I'm going to take the fight and then be like, damn, I'm taking this fight. and I ain't even getting paid what I want. You know, that's all. That's a whole mental fuck. You know, I want to go in the fight and be on point. You know, not thinking about what I'm getting paid or not being happy with my pay, or just a lot. That fight was a lot of bullshit. You know, but like it was gonna be more money than I got. You know, that I done fought for, but it's besides that. You know, like. You know, God put a blessing in front of me. You know, this tank situation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
I get it. At the end of the day, as a fight fan, I'm always want to see the fight, but I can't tell a person what they worth if he feel like he knows worth, and somebody about to pay him less than what he feel like his worth is. If you make a stand on and say, look, that ain't it, that ain't right, he got the right to do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he understand the backlash that come with it. But the hell with backlash. I come from a place I'm always trying to understand. And when you hear from his side of it, you can understand Shakur got his feelings and his side of it, but you can also hear Frank Martin and you can understand his side of it, just being a realist. You don't have to take a side to understand where these dudes is coming from. I think Shakur wanted the opportunity, wanted to prove himself. Frank Martin was a real opponent. Like I said to him when I had him on, and I can understand his frustration when he felt like a guy said, you got everything you say you wanted, then you ask for more. That's his take, right? Frank Martin, like, hey, man, yeah, whatever it is I was asking for, y'all had to give it to me, but y'all just didn't want to do it. So some BS going on. That's his stance, right? I don't have to feel that way, but I can understand where you're coming from, right? So, again, I can't tell these dudes what to take to get punched in the face. I can't tell him he wrong. And you can't make it about him being scared because I never got that energy. I really honestly felt like had he got what he asked for money-wise, that when he was saying he needed that little I think he would have fought him. I don't think he was scared to get in there with Shakur. And like he gonna say, hopefully they revisit that situation and they could fight somewhere down the line. Yeah. I mean, well, what I did hear though, D, was I ain't counting his pockets, but they said like what he getting for this tank fight is like an extra 200,000 or something like that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I did hear that. I don't know how. I don't, maybe it's more, I guess, back end, all that other stuff, but I heard it wasn't that much more. But Ty was good. Yeah, neither one of them is wrong. They're not wrong, man. It's about business and trying to understand the business. And if one guy feels like financially the business ain't right, he's not gonna take a fight. You know what I mean? He knew he was getting his fight, or he was told he had a good chance of getting it. Hey, man, probably so. What's good with it, Sean? How you feeling? These chumps, Kirk does say these chumps so funny. I remember people say nobody can beat Tank from 147 and down, but Dad, Boots, and EJ. And the same month they saying Frank got going to beat Tank. You know how it go, man. Kurt, you know how it go. That little inf that he was talking about. Yeah, that's that little inf he was talking about. He got it. So and remember, I said it when he was talking about for that fight. I said if it was up to me, obviously it's not. I said get paid a man, and so we can see the fight. I can't tell that man what to get, what he worth, and I'm pretty sure what he was asking for wasn't breaking the bank. I'm not saying he did or didn't deserve it, but I don't think he was wrong for trying to get it, and I'm glad he got it with this fight. And now it's an even bigger fight for him. So it's an opportunity for him to go out there and prove himself. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know how much Frank getting for the fight, but we don't even know where to fight at yet. Yeah, man, I did hear it was a little extra, 200 something, but yeah, some of them details come out, I guess, when when this fight got spoken about, because I definitely seen it. I definitely seen somebody speak on it. Now I don't care neither way, but I definitely didn't hear it was no life-changing money, like how people just assume, you fighting Tank is gonna be something. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. Shakur can fight Tank sloppy seconds. I'm just like, Bill, I don't believe in sloppy seconds, and I don't believe in sloppy seconds in boxing. I believe in the next man up. You fight a fight, you lose, you fight the next man up. You know what I mean? Like it's like I don't believe in the leftover terms and none of that. You know what I mean? I just don't. So you know what I mean? We'll see. I feel like just because you lose a fight don't mean you can't fight again. You know what I mean? You live to fight again. Back end money is better. Yeah, let him eat. I could care less. I don't care what his money is. No way. You know what I mean? What I said is I'm just glad he got what he asked for, and now he getting the fight. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you, back to my point of this whole he ducked or he was scared. I don't think that was ever the case, because now you fighting pretty much the most dangerous guy at 35. So again, it was about him making sure he got what he wanted financially, making sure the business is right. From out his mouth, seems like the business is right. And now he's taking the most dangerous fight that he could have took, in my opinion. So that just shoots down this whole notion that he was scared, you know, or ducking, you know what I mean, or scared to fight. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I think he just wanted to make sure his pockets was right. And now he got the opportunity. And like I said, there's more money to even be made. So he fine. Financially, he gonna be good. And that's what it's all about. Now like he said, he don't got to go in there mentally worried about what he gonna get paid, because you know the money's coming. You get what I'm saying? He know it. You know what I mean? They're gonna take care of him. You dig? So salute to him, man. Has Frank Martin chin ever been tested? In that Romero Duno fight, I believe, bro. I think Duno tested him a little bit, stunned him just a little bit. I think it was Duno, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Duno. I think so. He ended up knocking Buddy ass out, but I think it was Duno, bro. Definitely think it was Duno. That kind of tested his chin a little bit. Romero, and he end up putting his ass out though. So outside of that, I think that's the only guy. I think that's the fight where he got his chin tested a little bit. I'm loving the appreciation, but salute to my brother Jay, man. Hardcore Zoom verse, peace and blessings to my Brody. Much love and appreciation, bro. Houston, location on IG-10, asked about Chicago afterwards. Yeah, man, I would love. I mean, either way, man, I'm just glad we got it. You know what I mean? He did. I know I heard him. Coach say he would like to bring a fight to Chicago or something like that, though. But let me get back to this, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all keep hitting that like button. If y'all did, we're gonna get back to it.
Like, you know, God put a blessing in front of me, you know, with this tank situation.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I mean, so how did that make you feel? Like when you going through that, you seeing this shit, you wasn't really responding to it too much. I saw the Queen of the Ring interview. Salute to those ladies.
Salute to Queen.
How did that make you feel when you going through some shit and then that is on your head? Like, yo, he ducking.
That was the first time that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
That was the first time some shit like that ever happened to me. So it was crazy. Because people don't know, like, it ain't had nothing to do with ducking or being scared, you know, like I'm going to fight one of the highest knockout artists in the game, right? Shakur ain't no knockout artist. Like, what is there to be scared of? You know, you're a good boxer, but what the hell is there to be scared of?
Right.
Now I'm going to fight, you know, one of the knockout artists. I ain't got no complaints.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm getting paid cool.
See, so what it do?
Shit, I'm gonna come out on top.
All right, so when you got the money call, was you like, all right, like shit straight, let's go? Was the paper feeling good when you had that first call?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because this fight is you know,
change.
With a fight like this, you're going to get backhand. You know, you're going to get your backhand like that. You don't get no backhand. It was just that set.
Okay.
You know?
So another bust down, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's just, you know,
with
a fight like this.
You were like, all right, like shit straight, let's go. Was the paper feeling good when you had that first call?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because this fight is you know, with a fight like this, you're going to get backhand. You know, you're going to get your backhand like that. You won't get no backhand. It was just that set.
Okay.
You know?
So another bust down, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
Right, man.
You know what I'm saying? There you go.
Nah, for sure.
Let him eat. At the end of the day, I could care less. I like to hear that people made their money. You ain't got to go in there worrying about financially where you sitting at. You feel like your pay is justified, so you're going to go out there. You're going to get the best possible, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get the best possible, performance, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I expect to see from Frank Martin. He ain't got nothing to worry about. He crossed his T's, dotted his I's when it came to the business. He said that paper looking right. You know, that back end money going to be right. He doing good. Him and Tank about to go out there, put up some numbers. He can go out there, put up the fight of his life. You know what I mean? And there we go, man. And they say he getting paper in back. He did say it. Facts. Ace, all love, family. How you feeling? Will they get over 500K pay-per-view buys together? Man, it's tough, Jay. That's a good question, though, right? Because you know how this day and age is, right? I wouldn't be surprised. I'll say that, Jay. I'm not good at predicting the numbers and them, but I'll say I wouldn't be surprised simply because it's been, 15 months since people seen him. He is fighting a guy in Frank Martin that people didn't expect him to fight. Even Frank himself didn't expect him to take the fight with him, right? So I think people genuinely want to see not only Tank, but I think they, you know, the more risky the opponent in terms of skill, I think the more people might tune in. Now, I know Ryan brought a different element in terms of that social media, TikTok, kind of element to the fight game to help sell it. But I think this is a real fight. So I think it's a real fight for the diehards. But, Tank has a way of capturing the imagination of some casuals as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it doing the 4-something 500 range. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. But I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't, just knowing how people still nowadays, because he do got some hate out this joint, But we gonna see. I think they can do some good numbers though. Benavidez and Morrell in the card too. I think the pay-per-view. Yeah, I forgot to even mention that. Yeah, Benavidez, Morrell. Benavidez. Yeah, that does something. I think for sure. I don't see him. I don't see him in here. I seen Mike say what's up to him, but I don't see him. Hold on, let me grab my phone, see if I see him. Cause he might be somebody. That's why I don't like. I'm telling you, I'm about to redo my wrenches. Tank hasn't turned out a mandatory or number one yet. Nope. Get me a nice seat, $1,000. Yeah, let me find him. My bad, y'all. I'm just looking for I'm looking for him. Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see his name in here. I'm gonna fix him up though. I think that's why I hate when people be telling me to give somebody a wrench, because people just be acting crazy. And sometimes I think people need to realize when y'all say something about a wrench, it'll be somebody first time here and y'all talking about give them a wrench. Wrenches is for people that really support you and can be here every day, not somebody that pop through and start acting weird, like blocking people, timing people out. I'm gonna go fix it when I get off. We're gonna cook for a little while longer, but I promise you I'm gonna fix him up. Because he got to be playing with somebody named Kenneth Johnson. Wouldn't even play like that. The Rise podcast in the bit. Saying it was good, bro. How you feeling, man? Kizzy in the building was good, family. I hate that. It'd be somebody first time. They'd be like, yo, get his No. Hell no. Like, I be too nice. And I think people be like, they get it confused. I'm nice. I put out this energy because that's what I want in return. I know what kind of energy I want back. So I put out a certain energy, but sometimes people just gotta let it be. Some people don't deserve it. They get that and they start acting crazy. Like whoever in here playing, I'm gonna get to him when I end up. He ain't gonna mess up the vibe. We gonna keep rocking out. But again, man, this is gonna be a fight that we gonna build on all the way up until we get here. I ain't gonna get tired of talking about it because it's a real fight, man. And we need it, man. Real fights need to be built on. Let me get back to Frank though. I'm gonna let him talk a little bit more about the Shakur part of it, then we're going to get back to it. Cornelius in the building. Was good with it. GP's in the building. I'm giving any man rich. Mr. Improv, what it do? It's to me, I really don't, I don't care about it as much, but sometimes I think that's what be happening. Like you be giving it to people based on somebody else's suggestion, but that's not what they for. Just be somebody first time here, they be like, give them a wrench. Why? Like, and you don't see that person for a month. Like, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, I hate that. I don't know why people do that. I be ignoring it. Sorry, chat, my big ass mastiff stepped on my phone. Oh, okay. I didn't see you in here though. That's why. He say, I was like, KJ, I ain't see your name one time in here. He say he was timing people out. I ain't see you. I was about to fix that up. Appreciate you. Okay, he says massive stepped on his phone. Cause I know he don't move like that. You know what I mean? Salute to my guy. But I'm still gonna fix him up anyway. I gotta fix them joints up anyway. I hate him. I mean, I hate it. Cornelius, what's good with it, famo? Irvin Mack in the building, my guy. What's good with it, fam? Where the Big Wise Barroso disappeared to all of a sudden. Big Rolo, Big Wise Barroso. I put Rolly in the title. He'd be back through. You know what I mean? He'll be back through. Freeze him out. Yeah, man. I hate that though, man. Because I know who be here. So I salute to everybody that pulls up. Y'all make sure y'all keep smashing the like button, man. Salute to my guy KJ. I know he was say massive, stepped on your John. But yeah, man. Back to what I was saying, man. Let me get back to this Frank Martin interview, man. Let me get back to it. I'm gonna play a few more minutes of this. He was getting to his part with him and Shakur, which is
all right, nah, for sure. I got to talk about your stablemate, man, Ryan Garcia. Obviously, he's been making. Nigga Frank, man.
Bro. At the end of the day, they still got to fight, man. He still want that fight. I think that's what it's all about, man. Fighting the best, win, lose, or draw. Just because y'all didn't work it out the first time, don't mean y'all can't revisit that situation and make that fight down the line. I think win, lose, or draw is a reason to watch your wrenches. Y'all, nah, for real, Urban Mac, for real. Now they do. They be playing. They be playing sometimes. Some people. Salute to my bro KJ, man. Much love, bro. Listen, while I feed my dog, it's all good. It's all love, family. Salute to you, bro. I just knew. You see what I said? I knew it wasn't him. I was like, that's not him. He don't do that. But it made me think somebody hacked you or something, man. But much love to my guy, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Nah, I didn't catch it, bro. I know that's probably funny. Bro, did you see Rolly edit on X? It was cold as hell. Nah, I gotta watch it, man. Tim Tszyu fight. I got Tim Tszyu beating Fundora. I think it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be some ebbs and flows. It should be like a back and forth fight. Tim Tszyu is not the kind of fighter that goes out there and like 12 zips you, right? Like he get in there and mix it up. But I think I got him winning for sure. I got Tim Tszyu pulling it off. I think Fundora coming off a knockout loss, some inactivity along with that knockout loss, because of him coming off a knockout loss, I think it could come back to hurt him in a fight against Fundora. I mean against Tim Tszyu. I like Tim Tszyu too, man. I think he's a better boxer skillfully. Fundora give up his height. He gave up his height, his reach a lot of times. I think it could backfire. He's tall as hell. Tim Tszyu got a lot of target to focus on with that midsection. His body, he really could beat his body up, man. Like I think I see him beating his body up for sure. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I got him beating Fundora. I think it's a risky fight for Fundora coming off a knockout loss. You know what I'm saying? He getting right back in the fire, but he liked to mix it up. He's about to hit him. Yeah, I'm about to hit him with the Infinity Blicky, man. You already know. I love it. Just salute to my guy, Rob. I try to keep it like, that's why I keep something on the standby. You know what I mean? Keep my lighter right near. That's why I be chill back here. You know what I mean? Say Tim's like a midget next to him. Yeah, he look extremely small. Salute to my guy, KJ. Appreciate you, family. Yeah, Tim Tszyu, look, it's going to be a good fight. I think Tim Tszyu could get him on the later side of things. I expected to go past 6 or 7, something like that. I think he can get a later knockout or beat him on points. I do. I don't know, man. Damn, hold on, man. Y'all got me rethinking some stuff now. Now I'm thinking about it. And if you guys subscribe yet, man. Yes, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the network because it's a network, the family, man. JBT Network. It's a Big Dre was good with it, family. If Frank don't get him out of there by 6 rounds, Tank will have the blueprint and the fight over. Yeah, I just don't think Frank Martin has that kind of stopping power. I think he has the kind of, he got real power, but I think he got the kind of power where he can break you down over a period of time. It's tough to break down a guy that can do the very same thing to you or can, neutralize you with one single shot. Next thing you know, you either sleep against your will or you over there asking the corner, did you get knocked out? Talking about you can't see and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of them situations. Just pick your poison with Tank, but I think Frank is a real challenge and he's going to bring it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to make us think this is a fight that when we done watching it, we going to be like, man, that was worth our money. That was worth the money. I don't think Frank going to get him out of there. Fundora for the upset. Now that I think about it, boxing-wise, he going to mix it up, man. This could be entertaining because Fundora like to throw a lot of punches. So he got the higher punch volume. So that just got me thinking, though. Tim Tszyu got good power, but I don't think he's going to one-punch knockout Fundora or nothing like that. Man, I don't know. It's going to be entertaining, y'all. It's going to be entertaining. He said Fundora for the upset. I think Tim Tszyu could beat him, though. But I wouldn't be surprised, though, because Fundora like to mix it up, and so do Tim Tszyu. So, man, but I think coming off a knockout loss is what makes it dangerous for Fundora, right? He hasn't had no welcome back fight. This is like he jumping right back into the frying pan. JBT Network, salute to my guy, man. Like Al Burner. Frank could have fought both Shakur and Tank if he could have beat Shakur. Have nuts, have money. Shakur is just too big of a risk to take. Yeah, right. Without securing that bag, and I get it. I get it, man. Salute to my guy, JQ, man. I'm betting on Fundora. Right, Fundora going to win most of the fight. Tim has to knock him out. Yeah, now y'all got me thinking, man, because he throw more punches than Tim Tszyu. Stylistically, Tim Tszyu is going to be there to get hit. It ain't like neither one of these guys is no defensive wizard. Damn, man, y'all got me thinking now. Fundora is used to fighting on the inside. He used to giving up his height and reach, even though I think that could be problematic for him at some point. Know what I mean? Damn. Man, y'all got me thinking. I'm going to be thinking about that for a minute, man. But I still think Tim Tszyu could beat him, though. I do. I think that coming off the knockout loss is going to be dangerous for him. I think Tim Tszyu is building a lot of confidence. He keep winning. Fundora has fought some solid opposition, but I think Tim Tszyu got the slight edge right now. I think that Tony Harrison went and gave him some, you know what I mean, some confidence. And he was about to fight Keith Thurman, so I like Tim Tszyu. I think Tim Tszyu might get it, man. Yes, sir, man. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Let's get the 150 Casanova Pugils. What's good, family? Errol Spence should train under Bo McNabb fight boots. I did hear somebody suggest that. Look, I think a new home could be good for anybody. Sometimes relationships run their course. If, like what I said, I heard from a solid source. Even I think it's like I said, Spence confirmed it on his own, I believe. But if what I'm hearing is correct, man, I don't think they're gonna be training. Like I said, if y'all look at that video of Ryan and Derrick working out, you'll see a lot of that stuff that I seen hanging up on the wall, pictures and different stuff. I just ain't seen none of that. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I think the writing could have been on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And again, it don't always got to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Derrick James over the recent months had taken on big personalities of Anthony Joshua and Ryan Garcia. And you just think about it, all the way leading up to the Spence and Bud fight, people felt like he had a lot on his plate. So, I mean, maybe change is good. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see moving forward for sure. We'll definitely see. Salute to my guy, Mike White. Like Fundora chances. Look, he got good chances, bro. I Thrill Hill, salute to you, bro. He got a good chance. Got a good chance. I think Tim Tszyu really, man, I think he on to something, man. I think he building. I think he confident. I think his confidence grows with every win. And I think he ain't a guy that's living in his dad's shadow or none of that. Tim Tszyu really trying to prove it. Like, I like it. I like what I see with Tim Tszyu. Tim Stoudemire in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling? So you think Fundora getting LASIK eye surgery will improve? Did he do it? Oh, you say just asking if he was to do it. Hell yeah. Kenneth, look, Pete, bro. Jamal Charlo, if I'm not mistaken, had got that same surgery before his fight with J-Rock. Look at that picture perfect uppercut that he landed. Like, his punch placement was spot on. I don't know if that had something to do with the surgery, but damn it, that was the best uppercut I think he landed of his career. Man, that was a great knockout. He did J-Rock filthy. That was a good-ass fight, but, man, Charlo was in his bag, man. But, yeah, hell yeah, I absolutely do think it would help his ability to fight from the outside. I think that's one of the reasons why he give up his height and his reach, because he don't see well from the outside. And you know he like the modern day, he like the boxing version of Doslin from Street Fighter. Man, that boy punched from like 5-6 feet away. Long arm ass dude, man. You know that's damn Stretch Armstrong. Why would Spence fight Boots? Or it's because they don't want to fight. Bud don't want to fight him. That's what they've been pushing. They've been pushing that on Bud. I just ain't willing to put that on him because, like, for me, right, this is just how I think. I understand anybody that feels like, yo, he should fight him because, you know, that's the best fight to be made. Get a young man a chance. I'm right there with you, right? But I'm still not willing to say just because he won't fight him that he ducking him. The only reason I say that is because they, you know, people sold me for months that he was ducking Spence too. And then it's like, then when he go fight and they're like, well, he still was ducking. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. It's like, I'm over the duck talk. I just think if they get his money right, then I think he'll consider that fight. I really do. I think that's what he said. I think he's been very clear about that, right? And for me, it's like when CANELO asks for 150 to 200 million for a fight, knowing he don't deserve that because he should just fight that guy. You hear some people say, well, get him the money. Won't they get Bud that bag he asking for and see if he'll fight Boots? Because I think he will. You know what I mean? I think he will just because his temperament. You know what I mean? I just never looked at him as a guy that's a duck. You know what I'm saying? His placement crazy, punch placement crazy, and that shit is key for knockouts. And you see the kind of knockout he produced over J-Rock. It was crazy. That was a great win. One of the best wins of his career. Davis or Martin in Houston. I keep hearing people whispering about that. I'm not sure. I can't put that out. Yeah, I'm not for sure. I haven't announced where it's at. Yeah, they haven't announced it. Bud does need to fight. He do. He need to fight. I don't think Bud is scared to fight Boots at all. Yeah, me either, Miss Joette. But I get it. Like people wanting that fight. I just look at it like this, right? I don't think there's no fight at 47 for Bud outside of Boots that would make sense. That would satisfy the fans, right? But I do understand he had to tail end of his career with 1 or 2 fights left, and he's trying to make the most money for his risk. You get what I'm saying? I think that's where he at in his career. At least that would it sound like to me, right? And good thing about it is not like he's sounding like he just wants to take easy fights and get paid money that he was supposed to get paid, right? It don't seem like that's the case. Seem like Bud Crawford really want to, if he'll take the challenges, but he would just want the financial end to be taken care of as well. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see him fight the winner, Tim Tszyu and Fundora. Why not? Because imagine Bud Crawford is 5'8", Tim Tszyu 5'8.5". The half inch don't really make a difference. Just imagine Bud Crawford in there with a 6'5.5" Fundora, or even a Tim Tszyu, young, hungry, eager, strong, could punch hard, been at the weight class for his career. Either of those fights are good, but people just shit on them. You know what I'm saying? The only way I'm demanding a Boots fight, I can't demand shit. But as a fight fan, I'm barking for the Boots fight is if he fights at 47 ever again in his career. I don't know if he'll ever fight there again. And then I get it. He still has the belt. So I understand people still calling for the fight. I get it. Not even break even, overpaying. That's what I'm saying. So it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen because I don't think they're going to have the money that he wants to take that challenge. And by pushing Bud, test him. Yeah, Boots, I think, will really give him a run. Give him a good test. I ain't going to say he'll just beat him, but because Bud is pound for pound to me, best fighter in the world. Boots should fight Stan Jonas. Yeah, absolutely. Cody Crawley's still on the hook, too. So don't forget that. Cody Crawley is still on the hook. I mean, I hear they canceled their purse bid, so maybe they still in negotiations to make that fight happen. Either retire or fight somebody. Prince Turkman cares about heavyweights. That would have seemed like. But I get you, Irvin. Listen, you want to see him fight somebody, but I think you just got to consider that road that I think his injuries have set him back in ways that none of us could have anticipated. You know what I'm saying? And just when Spence think he good, boom, cataract surgery. You get what I'm saying? So I'm a guy that I feel like he's pretty much dedicated the better part of his life to the sport. And I think, some of what we've seen as far as the wear and tear is just part of the game. So I ain't ready to give up on him, but I get it. You just want to see him back in there and see what he got left. So, you know what I mean? But I definitely want to see him be the best in the best shape possible, physically and mentally, before he get back in there. Crawley styles Boots. You stupid. Roger's a fool. Wait, I take it back. He making B with better B if he cares. He cares. He might. He might. I just want to know, is it sustainable? I'm not knocking no entity, no individual or team of people that's trying to put on great fights. I can't sit here and complain. There's nothing to argue about. The only thing, from a fight fan, you just hate that certain fights can't take place where we can get to them at. Because, again, I don't know about y'all. I'm not traveling to Saudi Arabia for no fight. Yeah, I know. Roger always on Roger be tripping. Roger be tripping. He just be tripping, man. But again, salute to Frank Martin, man. Great interview. Great dope bill from Cigar Talk. He said some things, and again, he spoke like a fighter. I always respected him as one. I still do. Can't wait to see what him and Derrick James put together for him and Tank. That's gonna be a fight I think we're gonna talk about for a while. for a number of different reasons. But I think for starters, we're gonna get our money's worth. I think both guys gonna deliver. You know what I'm saying? Can't previously put on the Davis Martin card. I had to pay Thurman after all. Yeah, man. Salute to the JBT network, the family, man. But just waiting on Zoo versus Fundora. So far away, I know it seemed like he'll fall into a situation, Jay, where he could find himself being inactive going into a fight with a potential hungry and improving Tim Zoo or a Fundora who would get a crazy win if he's able to dethrone Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, that's real. Do film studies too. Make sure you don't have resolution set to potato because that might be how you think Crow's top boot. Nah, he just be trolling Casanova. He definitely joking. He definitely joking. You got to see when he first got me, yo. I used to look at Rose like he used to get me over and over. He was getting me bad when I had to catch him when I first caught on the road. It was like I think when Tank and Rolly was fighting. And he kept telling me Rolly stops Tank. I was like, yo, is this dude serious? For a minute, he had me going. And then I had to catch on. I'm like, oh, all right. Crowley gonna KO Boots in the 8th round with a right hook. Then we all gonna wake up and read the headlines. Boots stops Cody Crowley viciously in 7. Viciously in 7. You know what I mean? Viciously in 7. But we shall see, man. Cut creator in the building. Turk cares about boxing. Perry. Remember, he won at Tank versus Devin. They put that on him though. Cut creator. He ain't say it the way people were saying he said it. I think at the end of the day, if you know boxing and you paying attention to asses being put in seats and you got a platform in which you could put on boxing events, especially I think events is what he's trying to put on. I think the guy to go after is Tank Davis. I think that make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Turkey Island Sheep, man. Look, you're going to put on a fight that nobody else is willing to and get a fan something they want to see. Who am I to knock a great fight? At the end of the day, I'm saying I can't knock a great fight. If he going to put on a great fight, I'll watch it. Brutally, you know what I'm saying? Brutal stoppage. But is always in the gym, dedicated, even being out of the gym. Stay ready, so you have to get ready. Yeah, he the epitome of staying ready, so he don't got to get ready. He represent that. He like a blind giraffe. Yeah, facts, Remo. Blind ass giraffe. Errol rematch. Yeah, maybe, possibly. It's just tough because with that kind of talent and skill set, you would think like the opportunity should be there for him. You know what I mean? He earned the right. 40 fights in, ain't lost yet. He should have no problem getting a big fight. That's how I look at it. I mean, like he ain't put on, he represented the sport at the highest level through a number of weight classes. I don't see one reason why the man couldn't get a fight, that makes sense. My son's out there making all that daggone noise. I'm about to set trip on both of them right now. He said, big facts, can't knock a good fight. Yup, don't care who make it. I don't. I don't. Now, when it comes down to my preference, I always wanted somewhere where I could have a opportunity to physically go see it, but at the same time, I'm realistic, man. A great fight is a great fight, regardless of who putting it on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just for boxing and great fights. I also work with Buzz. Negotiating taxes the problem. Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, for sure. That I know. But you would think, though, a guy that's that talented, that skillful, wouldn't have an issue at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. But I think he just did a good job. I think that when it's all said and done, his ass out negotiated Bob Arum, man. That's why Bob Arum be salty. Out negotiated pampered Bob ass and got up out of there. Saudis are sport washing. That's it. Yeah, I hear a lot of different takes on what they do. I mean, listen, if they genuine, then you can support it. But I think time will tell. You know what I'm saying? With the bug around all that talent, not a big draw. I don't know. Some people will say Top Rank is where he went wrong. I don't know. Can't say. It's tough, man. Still that guy, though. Prince Turkey makes Bud versus Boots. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. And he make that, then I'll be convinced, man. Make Bud versus Boots. Since you out here talking about that bag, you know what I mean? Make Bud versus Boots. I think everybody be on board with the movement then. Okay, I'm with it. Frank stops Tank, second round. And my Rosie boys. Right. Second round stop is for Frank. But whenever fight Boots, in my opinion, just using the money thing as an excuse. I get you. Listen, I always, Miss Joy, I like to respect everybody. And I understand where you're coming from. I do feel like that's some of the reason why. I think that's a big contributing factor. You know what I'm saying? And part of the reason I think it has something to do with the fact that Boots just ain't no run-of-the-mill fighter either, regardless of what people say. That young boy gonna test you. You know what I mean? Talent-wise, skillfully, he gonna push you to the limit, I believe. And I think if Terrence Crawford is like, yo, if I'm gonna take that kind of challenge, yo, and he is what y'all saying he is, why I can't get paid like it. Get him home. So I think and this is just my speculation, I think for Crawford, he passed that just fighting to prove it stage, right? And I'm not saying you ever stop having to prove it as long as you box, but just ain't no more just taking those big risks and then the reward don't match it. So I think that's where he coming from when it come to Boots. Yeah, I fight him. Yeah, I know he dangerous. I know he could fight, but he like where that money at? Why y'all not talking about no money? And I get it. I'm saying I get it. Do I want to see it? As a fight fan, hell yeah, but I just be trying to understand the fighters, and I just feel like when you shown to be a top guy through a number of weight classes, and then you fight the absolute like number one other guy and then beat him, I just don't think you scared or I would love to see if like somebody get him the money, call his bluff, shit in that regards. You know what I mean? Like remember when they said AJ asked for that 50 million? And they said they added 50 million for him. He still said no. Like, I don't know if anybody really knows what Terrence Crawford number is, but I just be trying to understand him as the fighter because I'm thinking there's no way you fight a good guy as talented as Errol Spence, and especially what people built him as the last few years. Like some people said that was going to be Spence's easiest fight. So for him to fight that guy and then beat him, then we turn around and say, oh yeah, well now he's scared of the young guy. And then look, follow me, y'all. I bet you anything. Had Errol Spence beat Terrence Crawford, had he beat Terrence Crawford, then it would be people, not us. It would be people saying Errol Spence needs to fight Boots, and now he won't fight him. Like so, either guy that was gonna win that fight was gonna be victim of people saying they won't fight Boots. If Errol would have won, they would have said Errol ain't gonna fight him. Not us in here, is because we feel like he'll fight anybody. I just feel like that about Crawford too. I don't feel like that dude is scared to fight nobody. That's Mr. Focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. But that's what I think. I think whoever the winner was gonna be a guy that they said wasn't gonna be willing to fight Boots. You know what I mean? It just happens to be Crawford. You know what I mean? Crawford won the fight, so it just happens to be him. If it was Spence, it'd have been some people saying, you get what I'm saying? It'd have been some people saying Terrence Crawford ain't you know what I mean? Or Errol Spence won't fight Boots, or Terrence Crawford won't fight Boots. And think about this, y'all. I've always felt like if either one of those guys was to fight Boots, it would have happened at 154. I think people forgot that. A lot of us was thinking like that. So I never seen that fight happening between either Bud or Spence with Boots at 47. I never seen that. I never seen it happen. Let's get, man, smash. Yes, sir, man. Smash that like button for your brother. Errol would drop the belts by now. Yeah, it seems like it, right? Boots is linky. Yeah, he got like a 72, 74 inch reach. Salute to my brother A1, man. Always supporting the grind as well. Much love to my
And we
brother.
ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my brother A1. Appreciate you, bro. He be at 54. Yeah. Nah, I believe that too. The thing is just with Crawford, you would never know what his, like, we don't know what his plans are, right? Like, we don't know what he's planning to do. You know what I mean? But something tells me I would be surprised to see him at 47 again. You know what I mean? I think even him, he could still be figuring out his next move. Like they said, he was planning on a winner of Zoo and Thurman. Now I'm guessing it's Zoo and Fundora winner, right? So I don't know how much longer he had the belts, but my guess is not too much longer, right? You know what I'm saying? At some point, he's going to get the belt up. Because I just don't see him fighting there again. Like, you get what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I don't see him fighting there again. We'll see, though. But I think you're right, though. Spence, and I think the reason being is because Spence's body was, I think he outgrew 47 a little while ago, too. Respectfully, I think he just continued to sacrifice because of what he wanted to accomplish down there. That's why I got a lot of respect for his career. Like, a lot of people seem frustrated with Spence inactivity, or they say he quote unquote held up the division. But I can't have that energy for a guy that, even if you felt like he got in his own way with the car accident, whatever the case, I understand things happen in life. Setbacks do happen. They're part of life. They're part of boxing. You know what I mean? Or part of boxing, a part of life. But I mean, even with those setbacks, the dude still gave you the fights that he was supposed to give you, and he fell one fight short of the ultimate goal. So I look at Errol Spence as a guy that is easy to still support, despite his injuries and things like that, because every time he gets in the ring, he gives you your money's worth, so much so that the dude goes against probably his better judgment or his advising team and take fights where he probably shouldn't take them because he want to deliver fights for the people. So I'm always rock with the dude, man. He gave us what he said he was gonna give us. The only thing he didn't do was win. He needs the belts for leverage like Devin. Could be a Kello. Could be. They could be a leverage. And I can't be mad at him for leveraging the belts that he felt like he won, beating a guy that everybody said he was scared of and got beat easy by, and that he was ducking. You get what I'm saying? That's why I don't share that he's ducking the boots thing, because I'm like, yeah, I was just telling me this with Spence, and I'm like, then he fights him and like, yeah, he's scared. Yeah, he won't give him the rematch at 54 because he's scared. It's like, but bro, do y'all really be hearing? People don't be hearing themselves. You fight him one time at a weight class, oh, he only did it because of this X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you won't fight him up here because he's scared. It's like, dude, we gotta stop. He fought him. That means he ain't scared of him. I never thought he was, but I mean, Spence gonna always be a fighter that I salute, support, man. So hopefully we see him back in the ring. Who gonna be coaching him remains to be seen, and who he gonna fight remains to be seen. But I'm gonna keep saying it. Brian Castano sound like a damn good fight to me. Brian Castano sound like a good fight to me, man. It's missed it because he know he just don't like tune-ups. Like, it's against his everything he believe in. Boots the next special talent. I can already say this. He was about to get that Van Hair. Yeah, he was about to do Van Hair and filthy. He was. He could still easy work. Lipping has easy work. Yeah, he the real deal. Boots is the real deal. Boots is the real deal for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's just easy. You know what I mean? EJ easy to support. I'm big for the young champ. For real, man. For real, my bad, y'all. I was back here chilling. Who said Bud doesn't hit him in the back of the head? Stop. Boots got the power to definitely stop anybody that he put hands on, for sure. Make no mistake about it. The dude got real power. You know what I mean? AJ, the hell you talking about? Oh yeah, for sure, man. Down, you know it. All those negotiations going backfire going forward for Bud unless the Saudis save him. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Salute to my brother, man. Cal Cooley, man. Gifted the 10 memberships, man. Much love. That's big, man. If y'all get a membership, y'all salute. Say what up to my bro, Cal Cooley, man. Oh, bro, I got you. My son and them out there having a daggone ball, as they always are, little boys.
If I was Floyd and he was me,
yeah,
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit.
Yeah.
As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get $100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And
salute to my brother, Kyle Cooley. Much love to my guy. Appreciate you, bro. Much love to you. Mike Kirkland back in the super chat. Spence my favorite, but I never wanted Spence versus Boots. Boots was too young and fresh for the older Spence, in my opinion. Definitely not at 47, Mike. I definitely didn't want to see it at 47 because I felt like we already knew he stayed at that division too long. Not that I'm scared to see him fight Boots, but you definitely don't want to see a guy spend more time in a weight class than he already obviously needed to. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought if either of those fights was to happen between either Crawford, Spence fighting Boots, I thought it would happen at 54.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my brother Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you, family. Dad versus Boots. What would happen? Oh man, that I knew it was something I meant to bring up before I got out of here, and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you brought that up. Hey, the members should be trapped like most. Someone's shadow watching. Yeah, right. And be getting them. Get it right, A1. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you right now. They get one, bring the ghost out the dark. I'm telling you. Salute to my guy, Mike Kirkland. Much love to my brother, Cal Cooler, man. Gifting them 10 memberships, man. Salute to the baby girl being a member for 16 months. Okay.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, salute to my baby girl. AB fighting Blair Cobb May 31st, Irvin. May 31st. AB versus Blair Cobb. We got it. AB versus Blair Cobb is in the building, man. Salute to the family. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't, man. We gonna rock out for a minute. Yeah, he just brought up something because he said, you said Dev versus Boots. How would it go? Bradman Edwards gave some thoughts on a potential fight between them two. I think he said it'd be something like a super fight if they fought. Something to that effect. Something to that effect. A super fight. Let me see if I can find it real quick before we get. Let me go. AB versus Kyle. Fight of the year. I'm telling you, press conference of the year, man. From the rip, Kyle. You already know. Press conference of the year. Boy, they're gonna sell the hell out of that thing. Some damn fools, man. They're gonna sell that without even having to be cold, bro. Spence fight dude just went there. Well, too many times. Man, I promise you, Kello. I'm telling you, man, that's the real conversation to be had. People can say what they want. Like you said, yeah. Went to the well too many times, and under his conditions with the setbacks and different things like that, it was gonna always be an extremely difficult fight for him fighting Crawford. And it's all good. You lose to the absolute best, ain't no shame in that. And I'm going to keep saying it. And I ain't saying it's cool to lose, but, bro, if I got to lose, it's going to be, and it's to the absolute best, man. At me as a man, I would be able to live with that. You go out fighting the absolute best. You ain't lose to no poop hut, no come up, no runner up. You ain't getting there with no young lion and then get, beat from pillar to post. You went there and fought a guy in your class, and you know what I mean? He got the better of it, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? On to the next one. Me personally, I can't wait to see what the next one is, though. Said Boo's by murder, but Boo's different, man. It'd be a super ass whooping. Man, it'd be a tough fight for him, man. Stephen Bradman Edwards says Jerron Ennis and Haney is a super fight to wait on. Said it's a super fight to wait on. I'm going to play a little bit of this, y'all. I'm going to play a little bit of this from Brad, man. Salute the fight hype. Yeah, I'm happy for AB. I'm always happy for AB. Yeah, it'd be a long night or a short one, either or. But that Boost fight, to me, in my opinion, from what I've seen right now, would just be all wrong. I could be wrong as hell. That's just much respect to both of them, just from what I've seen. Not having no physical advantages whatsoever in a fight, you're not going to tell me that that's not going to be a challenge in and of itself. A guy that can match you athletically, speed, and surpass you in power, you're not going to tell me, and can switch hit with the best of them, you're not going to tell me that's not going to be a ton of challenge for anybody. Like, so, whatever. And then you coming up, nah, okay, strap up, man. You better pack a lunch playing with Boots. Be a super bad recovery. I'm telling you. Let's see what Bradman Edwards had to say, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel if y'all haven't. Appreciate everybody pulling up. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the JBT network, man. Bill wouldn't let that happen. I mean, he even his answer, because he answered like you know, would they fight him? The answer to me is like the politically correct answer. Like, you didn't sound interested at all in fighting him, and I don't blame you.
Man, Boots, your Philly guy Boots, does his career seem like it's, I don't want to say it yet, but kind of looking a little bit like Demetrius Andrade, just from the standpoint of, you know, this dude looks like he's so
Dad
talented,
reached like 70
pound for pound kind of
70,
guy,
71
but
inches, something like
he
that.
can't get the big fights, and even worse, 147 is not really. It's a historical glamour division, but right now it's not really glamorous. 154 isn't really too glamorous either. It's just like ain't nobody
That was
really
71 inch reach, bro. Boots like I think 72, 74.
Well, besides,
maybe.
I don't want to say this yet. Demetrius Andrade got his big super fight at 35 years old. Boots is 26. So I don't want to say that just yet.
Right, that's early. Right, Brad, man.
I don't want to say that. But
facts fight game.
It is going to come a time when he's going to have to start making some decisions, or, you know, the people around him are going to have to start making some decisions as far as who they're going to fight and things like that. I personally don't think he needs to move up. I think if he can keep making the weight, he should make the weight. Sometimes when you're patient, then, you know, well, that's my baby. Yeah, during the interview. I'm gonna come around to your track. I think that he needs to be patient. Sometimes when you're patient, it's the promoter's job to create opponents.
Boots got a 74-inch reach, so that's a 3-inch reach advantage for Boots.
But
they got to consider the power, switch hitting.
Even if you tell him to be patient, if you can make 47, make 47, but
Facts,
it doesn't really seem to be like a name at 47.
Here's why I say that. Right? Because a lot of fighters who have had great careers, what they did was they beat the best available opponent for them, and then eventually great opponents surfaced, right? I'm going to give you an example. Marvin Hagler was at 160. Name his earlier title defense.
That's a fact, Mike. They need to know Boots.
I can, because I'm weird like that. I know the guys he fought. But most people can't name Hagler's title defenses, right? But you know when they can start naming them? When he fought Roberto Duran, John the Beast Mugabe, Tommy Hearns, and Ray Leonard. Well, he'd already had 8-9 title defenses before he fought them guys.
Yep.
Good point.
What he did was he just kept fighting the best available guy. So,
and that's all Boots got to keep doing, man. I get it. We know what fights you want for him, but keep fighting the best available guy and beating the absolute hell out of him, making a complete example out of the best available guy on your way to those dudes that can't avoid you.
Tell me who Terrence Crawford unified against. Tell me at 140. Tell me his title defenses at 140 and 135.
Julius and Dango.
I mean, unified against obviously
his title he got against
unified against Postone.
The dude overseas, man.
Beat Beltran at 135 for the title.
Who's the other dude? Ricky Burns.
Was the best fighter that you named.
I know the people. But I know what point Brad man making. Most people can't name him though. But I know
consistently with no controversy, and then eventually he got the big fight. So
that's a good point, Brad.
Why can't the same thing happen for Boots?
It's a great point.
You got solid guys at 147. Eventually, all of these 40 pounders and 35 pounders that sweat off 30 and 40 pounds that make the weight, they're going to move up. That's how boxing works. So you don't always have to run to everything. You just do your job, beat the best available guy, and the big super fights will come. And Larry Holmes is great title defenses.
They'll never fight.
He had 20 of them.
Especially
but you know what his most famous fights are? Jerry Cooney, Michael Spence. Eventually, the big fight come. He already had 10 title defenses by the time he fought Jerry Cooney. He had 20 by the time he fought Michael Spence. But those are the big fights of his reign.
Man, that's why I love hearing the coaches talk, man. They be speaking and talking to my guy.
Like the best available guy. And trust me, opponents create themselves.
Man, I'm telling you.
A guy will win a fight and look good and people will start buzzing.
Right.
Boots got the kind of talent where he don't even have to be fighting great fighters. He could just fight the best available guy. With his electricity and his penchant for going for the knockouts and what the eyeballs show you, you don't need to be fighting like Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Sugar Ray Robinson every other month. Roy Jones didn't.
Right.
But you know what HBO did? They kept him on TV in front of us.
Right.
Right? So we got to see this electrifying talent. Like, oh my God. Mike Tyson is another guy that has that spectacular way about it. We don't know all of his people downgrade Tyson's title reign unjustly, in my opinion.
They do.
But he was always in front of us,
I
knocking
think Tyson
somebody
was
out.
20 years old, beating up these dudes, young as hell. Think about the average guy that's 20 years old. They wasn't nowhere near where Tyson was at 20. I think he was ahead of his time a little bit in that regard too. 20 years old, dominating like that.
Because all he did was fight the guys that they put in front of him in the mid-'80s.
Right.
And unified the hard way. He got all his belts from a person, no vacant belts, one at a time. WBC, WBA, IBF, and ruled with an iron hand. You guys now start screaming and hollering, I'm undisputed. It's no different than what Tyson did. It's not his fault that the guys, that he was blowing those guys out. That's the era that he was in. Those are some solid fighters. It just so happened that there was a lot of drugs and stuff back in the 80s, and a lot of the guys that won the WBA belt, they would switch that belt on and off a lot because they were a little bit inconsistent. But nevertheless, that's not Tyson's fault. You know, he unified the title. He beat some solid guys. He knocked out Larry Holmes. It's funny. Everybody says, oh, Holmes was old. He knocked out Holmes 3 years before Holmes beat Ray Mercer. He knocked him out. Holmes beat Ray Mercer in 91.
Talk to him.
Tyson knocked him out in 88.
What's good, bro?
Well, all everybody says how old Holmes was when he fought Tyson, but they don't say it when he fought Mercer. You can't
That's
do
a
that.
fact, real.
The times don't lie.
Indeed, bro.
If he beat an excellent heavyweight that was undefeated 3 years after Tyson beat him, how could he have been shot when he fought Tyson? You know, and I'm not trying to lobby for Mike Tyson. Obviously, he's a great fighter. Sometimes the media can twist things a certain kind of way and make it look the way it is not. Boots just has to just stay consistent and stay in front of us and keep beating ring-rated, viable guys, and eventually the big fight will happen for us.
I like Tyson too because he ain't duck no smoke, win, lose, or draw. He took his losses.
He hasn't had that kind of win yet where he can reduce himself to fighting once a year. He has to beat some guys and stay in front of the public's eyes. And he's knocking guys out in the first round a lot of times. So he's the kind of guy that can come right back. You know what I mean? Because of his because of just how he wins his fights. It's just so exciting. I don't know if we've seen a guy that's exciting like this with the flair that he has. He kind of has like that.
Boots is fun like that to watch.
Tommy Hearns.
On FanDuel Casino, you can play.
Yeah, Holmes coming off. The layoffs are a fighter's worst nightmare. Mike, I always say that one of the worst.
Mike Tyson.
Inactivity
Roy
in Father
Jones
time.
Kind of way about him where he's a sharp boxer. He has that athleticism, but he's also looking for the knockout. So people love to see that stuff. So I think all this stuff about he needs to move to this division and that division, I don't understand that. I think he just needs to fight the best. Imagine if Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and Matthias moved up. Those are super fights. They're one division away from him. Just one division. I'm not saying they should fight him now or anything like that, but we don't know who's struggling to make weight and who's not. Those guys move up. We got super fights, you know? So I think Boots is fine. He just got to get busy and stay in front of the public eye, and he'll get the fight that that his talent calls for.
Fair enough. And just on a side note, I do think Mike Tyson's best win is going to be Jake Paul. Just saying. But is
that a real fight? Is that going to be?
And he had to throw that in there. Salute to him, man. So yeah, man. You hear what he said? He said moving forward, he think those fights could be super fights with guys moving up, and that's just part of the sport. Guys moving up to the next division to see where they could, where they stack up at, and we know with Devin Haney being a pretty big kid and constantly growing, that you know, I don't think it would be no surprise to see him at 147 at some point in his career. As far as Boots, I agree with Brad Man is saying, man, just stay active, man. Keep him in front of the people. Keep him, you know what I mean, active as possible. Get him these fights and put him in there with the best available guys. But like Thrill Hill said, these best available guys got to want to fight him. I think one of the best available guys, you know, it's a good, pretty damn good fighter. Is Cody Crowley. It's not a bad name, but he got to want to fight him, and I hope he actually do. I hope that's a fight that could come next for Boots. Is not one that people really could complain about too much. And you know, whenever those belts free up, then we can see some unifications and different things like that take shape, some more title fights. Because, you know, simply put, 147 has been kind of stagnant enough, obviously, for, you know, for the top two dogs at the time, Spence and Bud, you know, getting their business squared away, with EJ having those setbacks and still having to, you know, fight through these different things, man. He still gave it a hell of a run. So I think in a lot of people's eyes, the division been stagnant long enough, and we're ready to see some belts move. We're ready to see some great title fights we're ready to see the Boots in his era, man. I'm ready to see what Boots really could do. I want to see him take on any and everybody that's willing at 147 until he move up. And when he get to 54, I want to see the same thing. Get what I'm saying? No different, man. So we will find out. Espinosa said Boots just ran into bad luck. People pulled out of fights. Promoter dodged out. Showtime's in. Barriers need more time. Now Crowley, man, I'm telling you, just one of them situations sometimes at CANELO, man. I'm telling you where, you know, the business and a number of different things where shit just out of your control constantly happens. And that's what's going on with Boots. Because if you just look at it from a fighter standpoint, he's doing everything that a fighter is supposed to do to get the opportunities necessary. No kicking and screaming, no kicking nobody back in, no wild ass social media posts, just training, showing up, kicking ass, and keeping it moving, right? So I think it's been unfortunate how the business has worked out for him thus far. But like Brad Man said, just continue to stay patient. Hopefully, man, you can find a situation where you're able to stay active and get put in fights where you fighting the best available guy till you get the most notable names in the ring with you. Simple and plain. Stay the course, Boots. Hey, can't duck you forever, man. Salute to my cousin, man. Appreciate you. They catch the replays. All good. It is all good. Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation because you know what the talent is of Boots Ennis, man. You know what that talent is. You know he hungry. You know he just want to prove himself. You shouldn't even have to hear some of the stuff that you hear with Boo's name, like hype jobs and stupid stuff like that, because obviously the dude is wanting to prove himself against any and everybody that'll get in the ring with him. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't force dudes in the ring with you, and that's been the case with Boots. But then for his promoter to pass, that's another setback, and I think he's soon got a lawsuit going on. It's a lot, man. So hopefully it doesn't slow Boots down from making any progress in the sport, man, because he right there over 30 fights, man. The dude deserve every fight that's coming to him. I don't see no reason why he can't get the best available opponent each and every time out. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not getting the absolute top best guy. I mean, I think if CANELO should fight David, Bud should fight Boots. Yeah, I get it. I think the only thing there is Bud gonna fight at 47 again. It said Big Bone is wild. Cooking with Sir Senior was good with it, bro. If CANELO can do what he wants, Bud should be giving that right. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like I get it, but I think it's just a little bit different, right? Because CANELO obviously been strategically maneuvering around David Benavidez now for quite some time. I think with Bud, I think the question is what weight class he gonna fight at. I'm right there with you, cuz I think if he fights again at 47, I think the only fight there is Boots Ennis. Nobody will want to see him fight any other fighter at 47 but Boots, right? But that's the thing for me. Like, is he gonna fight there again? Because from what I hear, he had the eyes on the winner of Zoo and Thurman. Now Thurman is out. Is Zoo and Fundora. I hear he got the eyes on the winner of them. So, I mean, but again, I'm with you. If any fight takes place with Terrence Crawford in at 147, Jerron Ennis should be the opponent, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at a Tim Tszyu Fundora winner at 54 for Bud either. I'm not, you know what I mean? Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you, family, in the cut, man. You was a mighty voyeur, as my bro Jay be saying. I'll get you Canelo for more names and champions. Yeah, I get it, but I just think that, you know, his situation is just different because of that. He's actually actively in the weight class and continuing to fight around this dude, whereas Bud Crawford fought the most important guy there, and now it's a question whether is he still gonna campaign at the weight class, because if he is, then yeah, the Boots fight is all in. But if he's going to 54, then he gotta go to 54. You get what I'm saying? Because that is just different. He's not actively campaigning. Now I get it, he got them belts, and Boots got the other one. So I understand people connecting the two because you still you got 3 of the titles there, so people gonna ask for it. But if you fight there again, I think that's the only fight, but I don't know. It's top 3 best fights in boxing. No, it is. I ain't making a case for why it shouldn't happen, but I'm just saying I get it. Like, and I think that's the difference. Whereas, you know, Canelo is actively at 68. None of us think he going back to 75 no time soon, right? So, and he's been strategically picking around Benavidez for years, whereas, you know, Bud and EJ just fought not too long ago, and we still waiting to see what Bud next move gonna be. But we already hearing it should be a move up to 54 for the winner of Tszyu and Fundora. So if that's the case, I'm not mad at it. But the only issue I have is the belt still being held up. And then as long as you hold them, people like you, people like me going to suggest that you fight Boots Ennis for that reason. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. But only if he's fighting there again, right? If he decides he's not fighting in that weight class, then I mean the belt's going to go vacant. That means the Boots era, Jerron Ennis era can resume. You get what I'm saying? We could really see the Jerron Boots era Ennis at 147. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you should fight Boots. Yeah, you stay there. I'm with you. And listen, aside from that, fight fan, just me, the fight fan. Yeah, I want to see that fight 100%. I like that's one of the top fights, like you said, in boxing to me, because I think Boots can push him. I ain't even saying he'll beat him for sure, but I think he'll push him more than anybody else has in recent memory for sure. You know what I mean? Athletically, it'd just be a fun fight and a chess match. It'd be fun to watch that. Yeah, you got it. And that's what the connection is, Ash. I think people like, yeah, man, you got them belts, man. Fight that dude because he got your belt. And they start saying things like that, and people ain't wrong. But then when you hear Bud Crawford, he like, look, man, where that money at? Y'all want me to fight him, but where that money at? And you get what I'm saying? Some people like, nah, you still got to fight him. And it's like, the belts is the leg to stand on for the people that's making the case that he got to fight him because of the belts. I understand that. They like, yo, you still holding them. Why not fight the one remaining champion that's out there? I get it. You know what I mean? But for him, he got an option. Is it 54 or are you done with 47? You know what I'm saying? We're going to see. But that's definitely a fight I would want to see any day of the week. Trust me. Even at 54. And like, even at 54. But for me, I always said this. And I thought if either Bud or Spence was going to fight Ennis, it was going to be at 54. If that ever happened, I never thought neither one of them dudes was going to be in the ring with him at 47 because of the timing of things. I just didn't see it, but we'll see. I think Bud going to be going up, but we'll see. Boots say he wants smoke. Yeah, I think as a young fighter, man, I don't think it's nobody that he wouldn't be willing to fight. That's just me. That's what I get from Boots. It's a better fight than Errol. Yeah, it would. It would be. It would be. Yeah, it would be, yo. It would be. Younger, fresher. Athletically, he'll be able to push him. He'll be able to mirror Bud in some regards, right? It'll be a damn good fight. It'll be a better fight because, you know, Boots is still fresh, young. He ain't stayed at the weight class too long. Dude be popping up at what, 145. So, you know what I mean, why didn't EJ fight Boots? I think EJ ain't fight Boots because he fought Bud. You know what I mean? He fought Bud, and now it's like, you know what I mean? EJ ain't fought nobody since fighting Bud. So I don't think at no point before that he was ever in EJ plans to fight him. Not at 47. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely, more so, I always thought EJ would have ever fought him. That 100% would have always took place at 54. I never thought EJ was. I thought the minute he fought Bud, whenever that was, he was getting up out of that weight class. And now you see it even in his bio. He got 154 in his bio. That dude done with 47 for sure. So If Boots move up, then I think people will start calling for that fight again. Yeah. Yeah, people are calling Ducks, is being said. Yeah, Bud would not hurt Boots. Ms. Joy said Bud would not hurt Boots like that because Boots will be 100% healthy and ready for him. Yeah, it'd be different, younger, fresher. You know what I mean? Growing into the division, not growing out of it, right? Still in the division, not growing out of it. Better fight than Errol, though. Yeah. Yeah, first on the scene. Yeah. That's a fact. That is a fact, cuz I agree. EJ ever had a title boost would have never fought one of them, or maybe both. I think if he would have got there sooner, I mean, depending on the situation, because I feel like either one of them would fight him, but I get why you would say that. But I think EJ would definitely think it. Even remember Bozy Ennis said it. Like he thought if it was out of the two, either guy would fight him. He always thought Spence would fight him. So I think so too. But already put Boots in his place once. Look, it'll always be a good fight, bro. I'm not big on making either one of those dudes out to be like some type of duck or avoiding quality opposition. I think Bud has proven enough to this point where you know that he's a real one. You know what I mean? Inside that square circle. And the same thing with Spence. You know what I'm saying? Easy, very easy to see with Spence. Like he's standing on business. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw at this point. But on levels above Spence, because both have no lives. They stay in the gym 24/7. Yeah, I mean, they live that fighter's lifestyle for sure. From what I understand, both of them for sure. So I think that what that does, Casanova, I think that provides longevity for them as fighters. I think the fact that they, embrace the fighter's lifestyle, you know what I mean, provide them dudes with some longevity for sure. Because in the fight between EJ versus Bud, they hold a division. Boots will be the king. Listen, I don't deny it, man. I'm right there with you because of Boots is different and he's special. And I think the only thing stopping people from everybody getting on board with understanding what Boots is the lack of opportunities. And I think the sooner he get the opportunity, the sooner he gonna prove that he really is. See, EJ girl, he doesn't have time to be in the gym all day. Nah. Right. Time to get him the ring or drop the belts. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He should. He should. You know what I mean? I don't want to say like he should, but I would like to see him get in there. You know what I mean? Or drop the belts. And the Boots will beat everyone. Yeah, man. I think so too, cuz I think he the one. I think 147 is his for the taking. I really do. I think it's his for the taking. I think Boots need to move up for his Crawford to fight. But if you really don't want the smoke, Bud already proved that. I get it. Yeah, lifestyle always come back to haunt you. I get it. I just feel like, look, it's timing, man. Unfortunately, timing, I think, is going to be one of the determining factors as to why that fight don't happen. Timing and possibly money. Timing and money. I never thought I'd see EJ nor Bud in the ring with Boots at 47. I never thought that. Not for 1 minute. I never thought it. I always thought both dudes would get up out of the division, and not because of Boots, but because they've been there, for a while already. And especially when I started thinking it later with Boots, Bud, when I heard him say, he said it was hard for him to make 47. So I'm like, oh, really? So that might be your time to move up too. And then you started hearing all his options. All of Bud's options were things exploring fights past 47, nothing in 47, everything from Charlo to CANELO, like every option, the Tim Zoos, all these different fights, all of them was outside of 47. So I never thought I was going to see neither of those dudes in the ring with Boots. Yeah, I think it's money. But with the right kind of fight too. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said with Boots. If they don't get the money right, stop speaking about it. That's what he said. You know what I mean? That's what he said. But yeah, man, it all depends. Bud versus EJ could have been a trilogy or at least 2 fights here for sure. It's just unfortunate that time passed and that second fight didn't come to fruition. Battle of the Day was like the 2 biggest shot. Yeah, and Paulie said those are the best 2. Cuzzo at 68, Morel and Benavidez. That fight needs to happen, man. I hope I hope we still get it at some point. And even Morrell said he willing to go up to 75 to get Benavidez. So I don't know. I like Morrell, man. I like that smoke he bringing. That snack change is built. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro, we'll probably get those belts from Zoo. Go up, start Jamal for his belt, and make Jamal for his belt. CANELO scary and fight him. Thing is, JQ Buzz say he got like 2 more left, bro. He got about 2 more to go, and he out of there. That's what he was saying. He's saying probably even 1 more, but we'll see though. We'll see. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for you, bro. Another dope build in the books. We're gonna see what's going on with boxing, man. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot being said about Derrick James and Errol Spence situation. Like I said, the boxing side of it is the part that is more interesting to me. Where does Errol Spence land if he got to find a new trainer? If he's to find a new trainer, you get what I'm saying? Who's it gonna be with? You get what I'm saying? People throw a lot of different suggestions out there. We just have to wait and see. Does this impact Frank Martin and what he got going on with Derrick James in any way? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. Be money, fame, and legacy when it comes to boxing. You know what? You can time in. You can time in. I mean, I guess with the, you got fame. Money comes with it, and legacy you can gain from boxing, right? Fighting the right people. And you feel like with legacy, money might come with it as well. Money, fame, opportunity. You get what I'm saying? That's why I feel like chasing legacy is not a bad thing, because I feel like that other stuff come with it, the money and the fame. If that's really what you want, you chase the right fights, you make the right fights, you win the right fights. You get what I'm saying? Just peace to the queen, Aisha. Appreciate you as always. Money sick in boxing right now. Yeah, money. Yeah, it's a lot of money to be made, and I think fighters are full aware of it, and I think they just try to maximize their earning potential, and I think that's just going to always be a factor in the careers of many boxers. Most guys going to consider their pockets, and you can't all the way blame them because they taking the punishment for our entertainment, and a lot of dudes end up broke, so they trying to secure that bag as soon as possible. You get what I'm saying? I can't be mad at it. But I'm going to always push for the best fighting the best. You know what I mean? Salute to my brother, William Old School, man. Peace to your family. And much love and appreciation to everybody, man. So we'll see what's next. Salute to Frank Martin and Najee for his cigar talk build. That was dope. Another dope one in the books, man. We're going to see what's next. Ryan, he got to focus up. If he focus, everything will be all right. Have a great evening to the queen, Miss Joette. Peace, queen. My guy, Daryl. Much love to you, bro. Urban Mac, Casanova, Mr. M Pride, JQ in the building, Ashley's Corner. Man, much love and appreciation to all y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button on the way out. Salute to my guy Ace. Appreciate everybody in the super chat, Cash App. Appreciate the fam. We will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Y'all already know, man. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Monday. And we'll be back tomorrow at 4, man. I mean, Kello, my guy D for the win. Peace to my bros, man. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
They're talking about, I want to punish him. This man's never punished anybody in his life, man. You don't punish nobody. You're going to get punished. You got the lowest punch output in boxing right now. But
the most accurate, too.
That's fine. You walked into the wrong guy right here.
This guy don't have no fundamental at all. All he's relying on is a weak-ass hook. That's it. That's all he's relying on is a hook. That's all. No defense, no nothing, no footwork, no head movement. He don't have nothing. I'll probably break your jaw. I promise you.
To the easy work then.
Don't let him bully you, son. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. You know what I mean? I enjoyed every moment of it.
It was a great fight. I hope to get a rematch one day. I didn't feel too good. I mean, I felt a little weak. My legs didn't feel too much under me, but it is what it is. I signed the contract, and that's that.
He's 1-0 on you. These are the two biggest names in the division. I want to see it again. I want to see it again now, and I want to see it with no dehydration. Shut the f*** up, bitch. Shut your mouth. Shut the f*** up. Shut your mouth.
We already ready to go to 40, bro. We are.